Hi guys, my name is Angel, your host for Of Blood, Bones and Water. Today's topic is called Is Eight Really Perfect? And this explores body positivity, body shaming, and everything that has to do with your body as a woman and your identity. And I have two beautiful guests here, Mona Lisa.
Hi everyone.
Tell the audience who you are.
Hi guys. My name is Mona Steven. I'm a body positive advocate, actor, influencer, fashion designer, and stylist.
Period.
Period.
And we have Teefah here as well.
Hey guys, my name is Teefah. I'm a media personality, body positivity activate on some days,
Tell
and
him.
baby girl on the rest of the days.
Period, as we all are. I love that. So, the topic for today is it really a perfect number? And, I just want to know how deeply the topic itself speaks to both of you all.
Do you want to go first?
Go first, please.
Okay. Is 8 really the perfect number? For some people, yes. I'm not going to take that away from them, especially the size 8 folks. So yeah, I mean, if you're a size 8 and that's what's perfect for you, then hey, go for it. But is it the perfect number for me? No. 18, 16 is the perfect number for me. So size 8 curves in my own 16 way. I'm curvy for
Coca-Cola body.
Coca-Cola body in my own 16 ways. But for those that are size 8, size 6, size whatever you are, I mean, if that's what's perfect for you, then yay for you.
Okay, so for me, I used to think that I love being big. I love being fat. I don't like to use the word fat, big. I just say fat. It's what it is. I'm fat. And along the line, I begin to think that, see, size 8, size 10, size 12. I mean, your body is just your body.
Period.
You don't have to be at a certain size to know your worth or to make it feel like, oh, I'm perfect. You cannot be perfect when it comes to body shapes and sizes. Your body is just your body, and you just have to flow and love it the way it
Because
is.
perfection does give the notion that there is something.
The size that
There's a size that you
to
usually
look forward to be
Yes.
perfect,
and
quote unquote.
There
Yes.
is no perfect size.
No,
We're
no,
all
there is.
gorgeous, gorgeous girls
In our own ways.
In our own ways.
And I want to speak on that fat thing that she said. I have to understand. I don't understand why girls don't like the term fat. I mean, you say slim, skinny, and they're okay with it. But then when you say fat, everybody's hair is just.
Even though, there's some people that are also triggered by skinny.
Is it?
Me,
Oh, you don't-
I'm
is
not
it?
particularly. I'm not fat, obviously.
Okay.
But I am triggered by skinny because oh my god, after my boyfriend died, I got so skinny. But I have a bad body image. I don't know when I'm getting in quotes fat, and I don't know when I'm getting skinny. So when all my friends were telling me, Angel, you're so skinny now, I would look in my mirror and be like,
I look the same way.
I actually look the same, but I was starving myself. I was always on skills, and that's also is a thing for me. Like if I lose the slightest weight, I start feeling ugly because I love looking
Thick.
this way, thick.
Thick.
I want a little, chunk here and there.
Something, the
Yes.
grabbables and things.
So like anytime I lose weight, I'm always on the scales. A habit I'm trying to stop. I don't know if it's a form of eating disorder, but like every time I'm just like, maybe I should eat something. Anytime I feel like I've lost even the tiniest bit of weight.
Okay, so thank you for that education. Fair
Yeah,
enough,
so
makes
I think
sense.
skinny is also might be a trigger
Trigger for a
word
couple of
for
people.
some people.
Fair enough.
You guys are plus size, and I feel like as Black women, even I would say that you guys are kind of like the minority in some sense because like there's fat phobia and everything. So how is that for you guys? Do you guys experience that, like fat phobic people or fat phobic comments?
Every minute, every day.
Oh my!
I have been talking
days.
about body positivity for the past 10 years. And, well, when I see other fat girls come out and show their body, I know I'm doing something. But there are still people till now that if I post a picture, they'll still come and say, lose weight. You are fat. And it's confusing because when I'm around fat people, they'll tell me I'm not fat. Do you know that? They're like, oh, this one, you're not really, really that fat. So I don't even know where I should stand July standard, like, oh, you need to lose weight. When
Yeah.
I'm around fat people, oh, you're not that fat. You're just busty. And it's so annoying because I'm fat and I love the way I am.
And that's okay.
No, that's
And it's
okay.
very,
to be
very, very
honest.
It's okay
okay.
to be fat.
And
completely cool.
when we talk about this, I don't like the fact that people would think, oh, when you talk about it, you want validation. I don't want validation.
No.
I just want to tell you that to be fat is okay. Like, I don't need to fit into your beauty standard. I'm okay
Yeah.
the way I am. And it's so hard to... And I'm tired of explaining because why would I want to post a picture of a bikini and then I have to put some caption to fit, to make it look
To make
so
it look
nice
deep.
to you?
Yeah, meanwhile, you're just existing, oh.
I'm just...
But you have to
I think
make
at
it
this
look
point, I've gotten to a
deep.
place where I'm just like, F it. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I'm just like, fuck it.
Fuck
like
it,
this is
sure.
I don't think twice before I post my bikini pictures. I don't think twice before I wear anything. I mean, at first, okay, for me, a lot of women, let me start from like my personal story. A lot of plus size women, you find out that they were bullied as, when they were younger and all of that. For me, I was a very skinny child. Oh, I
love that you brought this up. This was
I was
about
yeah.
to be my
I
next
was
question.
a very skinny child. So when I was like 10, I started adding weight. And everybody was like, oh, it's baby fat. She will lose it. So when I was like 13 and I wasn't losing it, then I started getting bothered that, okay, this baby fat is not dropping. That's when I started, becoming more conscious. Because even it's down to my folks, my family. They're like, oh, okay, don't worry, she'll still lose the fat. But that is called Agbani Derego. You went from Agbani Derego to what?
Oh my God, did you used to do those fat races?
No.
You know that was a thing in schools, and I found
It was
so
just
weird.
No, I actually,
even
funny
being
enough,
younger.
no. What I did was I became one of the boys in school. That way,
Same.
they're not looking at you as a fat girl. You're just a guy. You're one of the G's.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Tomboys.
The tomboys. So it was cool. So I wasn't really body shamed per se, except from Nonso. I see you. I've forgiven you. But he used to call me Amweba a
Calling
lot.
out, I love.
He used to call me.
love
He
it.
used
Whoever
to call me
Nonso is-
Amweba a lot when I was in high school, and that's the only person that used to body shame me.
Yeah.
And if just that being that one person, it bothered me so much. I can imagine girls who actually grew up big
listening to a lot
and
of
having
people.
to
Yeah,
listen to a
constantly.
lot of
Yes.
people constantly.
Was that your reality?
That's my story.
You grew up big.
From like I started getting fat from 13 too. And I was so big.
I think it's that puberty.
Because
I think
hormones
puberty.
and
Yeah.
everything.
I was only
Yeah.
fat girl in class, so everybody have to remind me every day that I'm fat.
you're fat, oh.
Then the family members, the aunties that would just come to the family parties and like, the way you are doing, you see your husband like this.
Let's
And you
talk
ha-
about
you know you
those
have a
ones.
thing, you
I
have
don't
a
want
thing.
to talk about
I
them.
will not forgive you.
I
You
would
know, there's
never
a thing
ever.
where if you're not skinny, they'll be like, are you not eating?
Are you not? What
And
is
then
your problem?
there's now a thing when you eat.
You
and
can
they're
never
like,
satisfy the
you're
Nigerian
eating
aunties.
too much, and it's so weird that we had so many aunties, and that's an experience. Even our mothers as well.
Yes.
Where they're like, you won't find husband, bro. I'm 13.
Relax.
Chill a bit.
Do you get what I mean? I mean, I've been hearing this. Oh, if you're too big, you won't get a husband for the longest time. Since I acknowledge I'm big, and everybody around me realize I'm a fat girl.
Yeah.
There's how are you going to get a husband? You better lose weight. And then we have New Year parties in my house every year. So imagine me every New Year I have to deal with
Exactly.
because my nickname is Wendy. You just say, can I speak Yoruba a little bit?
Yes.
It's like Wendy. Also to Sorasi, meaning Wendy, you've added weight. Relax. You're not my scale. I have a freaking mirror in my room. I see what I look like.
I'm gonna talk about the mirror.
Relax.
I feel like when people come for fat people, they think we don't have a mirror.
I have a mirror.
I feel like we don't
I
have
don't
a
tell
mirror.
you like.
Like,
And
yeah,
they
you're
become
the
your
same.
doctors, and like the way you are going, your health issues, you soon get diabetes or get high blood pressure. I have
Everybody-
a
Why
mirror.
do they equate that? Like, why do they
To-
equate being
It's
plus
crazy
size
to sickness.
Yeah, you being
That's
ill.
it.
And also, there's like so much, like there's so many layers to that actually.
Yes.
Because there's some people that actually don't want to be plus sized. And they have so many, like illnesses that just make them add weight.
Yes,
there's
that's
nothing they can
actually-
do about
thank
it.
you. That's another thing that a lot of Nigerians don't realize, that sometimes being plus size is not because they eat too much. Sometimes it's a medical condition.
Sometimes
How about
it's
you?
They don't
genetics.
understand that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's genetic.
And that's
How about
okay.
you?
And sometimes actually there's some people that actually find pleasure in being
Guess
that.
what? Guess what? This is, I don't know, some people find it weird, but I call myself Winnie the Pooh because I genuinely love my football. I like playing with it. I swear to you, I probably wouldn't realize that having a football is a problem, quote and unquote, if I didn't live in the society that I lived in. If we lived in a more, comfortable, free society, a more liberal society where everybody minds their business and,
Exactly.
just allow people to be happy, I would genuinely love I actually do. I love my football. And I've come to a point
I love
where
happy weight as well.
do you get? I've come to a point where I'm like, "Aw, cutie," and I rub my belly when I'm bored.
But I don't believe that. I think the only thing you do is cry in your room because you're fat.
No, I
Me.
look at the mirror. I catch myself in my mirror. I've got this long mirror in my room. Sometimes I'm walking in and I see. I'm like, oh, okay.
Come back and
damn,
check.
No
I'm
wonder
a
they
bad
want to do
bitch.
this. I'm like, oh, I see why they want to die on your matter, girl. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not a sad girl because I'm fat.
Yes, and I think that, it's so, what's the word, homegrown, because I mean, I grew up skinny. I've always been skinny, honestly. Like, I've never been plus size. But, like, I had, friends that were bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my primary school, there was a whole thing called fat races.
Yeah.
Like, only the
Yeah,
fat
please
people.
explain that to me. I'm actually very interested in this fat race.
Okay, so
conversation.
in elementary, there was a period where you had, like, inter-house sport and everything. So they pick, like, the conventionally attractive people
Okay.
or women for
You can't relate.
queen,
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
I was,
I got
and,
it. Yes.
it's only after I came out of Big Brother I actually started experiencing colorism and so on in the industry. But I was much lighter when I was younger, so I would be queen. And then you would have, like, my bigger friends participate
So
in,
I was always
in
Princess Queen
fat
because I was skinny
races,
that time. So
So
a completely
let
different
me-
race from the one that
from the normal races. So, like, the
fat.
fat people were not allowed to race with the skinnier people.
Yeah.
So they would call it fat races. So now all the fat women, fat men are lined up. You would run, and the fastest,
Must be very
the
embarrassing.
fastest fat person,
Hey, Bami, I'm actually very
the
bothered by this
fastest-
conversation.
Yeah, the
This
fastest
is
fat person would win. But the thing is, during that race, even I knew it was like.
even as a young child, you knew that it
It
wasn't
was
right.
It's not even. I knew it wasn't right,
Very
and I knew it was
disturbing.
humiliating
Exactly.
because there would be people who would be like, "Horrible,
Go
sharing at the stands," and I
Oh
would
my,
just be
what?
there, like,
No.
as
No,
a
that's
10-year-old,
unfair. Those are
as a
kids.
10-year-old, I was hyper
So they're
aware
gonna go that
already.
now.
So in my brain, I was just like, I don't know about this, honestly, like.
But they're children. You don't
Because
do
I
that
knew
to
it was
children.
embarrassing. Obviously, when you're 10, you already know when there's an embarrassing situation.
Yeah, I guess.
So even me, like, even if I did not know the extent, I would just be like, no, these people are making fun of these people.
How do the parents feel about this?
True.
What do the parents, like, we just honestly
Yeah.
acknowledge that parents also play a role. Your parents will be like, you're getting fat, you're getting skinny. So I think the parents just took it like, yeah, it is what it is. And this is my child's school.
No.
And that's it. But it was a thing. And one time on Twitter, I actually saw someone talk about it as well. Like, I had fat races in my school. Because I thought it was a singular
No.
experience. But it was a thing. There's so
No.
many schools in Nigeria that had fat races.
No.
And they would even go
That's-
to the
that's
extent of,
very-
like, sacks. There's a sack race.
Oh, I know there's a
I
sack
know
race.
sacks, yeah.
So they'll
but-
put all the fat people on, like, the sack race. And it would just be, like...
No, that's unfair.
Like a comedy show.
That's very unfair.
Very.
That is very unfair,
Very.
especially for young children. You don't do that to young children.
Very.
Because
That's bad.
that's traumatizing. That is a childhood trauma that they're going to have to deal with
For the rest of their life.
as an adult. Not everybody can look past it.
Yeah.
I don't think, for me, like I said, I'm actually quite, I don't know if it's a luck or if it's more like I never really allow these things get to me. I don't have any, let's say, well, to some extent, maybe I do, and I don't fully acknowledge it. I think because of my body sometimes, I hold myself back from opportunities. I'm a TV girl right now. One thing I've always heard before I actually got this job on TV is, as a plus-size woman, as a big woman, you can't succeed on TV. Why? Apparently, TV adds to your weight. So you're already fat. You are not allowed to look fatter on TV. So it took me a while to actually put myself out there like, okay, I'm fat. Everybody knows I'm fat. If I look fatter, that's okay.
You're good at what
That's
you
fine.
do.
You
Very,
know?
very good.
And I started putting myself out there for more TV auditions. Before, I wanted to be in media, but I would always stick to only radio auditions. So maybe in some way, not as bad as others, I have to, like, everybody has their own story to tell.
Yeah.
In some way, my weight did hold me back. I guess I don't acknowledge it as much as I probably should.
Yeah.
But one thing I realized during the course of my TV, when I was auditioning for TV and the process of me getting my current job was, I'm not just doing this for myself. I really genuinely wanted to win because I wanted to prove to the world that as a fat girl, I can be on TV and I'm going to be great on TV. Because guess what? I had a great voice, but everybody always recommended me for radio. because I'm big. They'll be like, oh, no, go and do radio. You'll be great at radio. Personally, being in the media industry and being a plus size woman, it means so much to me. And I really hope it means just as much to other plus size ladies out there who have held themselves back from, pursuing their dreams just because of their bodies. And I think that we genuinely need to search ourselves at one point to just deep how much extent, like the extent of damage that this body shaming has done to us, and child in the industry especially, and just grow past it. And this colorism that you said you experienced, it's a major thing. It's a major thing.
And I'm not even dark.
Imagine being a dark-skinned plus-size woman.
Yeah.
I did suffer, girl.
So it's like, how is it like being in the industry as a dark-skinned woman? That is first for me, because like my first ever colorism experience was a shock to me, because I had to go in the mirror
in 2020
as a model.
It was 2022.
Yeah.
I had just come out of the house, and I went with my friend. I went somewhere with my friend. She's lighter than me, really light. And someone that was hitting on me saw her and had the audacity, I'll say it's audacity, to text me and be like,
I know your friend.
Can
I talk to
Can I
chat that girl up?
And then, I didn't take it as anything until it happened like 3 times. And then I went to the mirror, I stood up, I was like, Angel, rise. I was like, Angel, what is going on here? And then it just clicked. I'm like, okay, well, it makes sense. She's lighter. And that's good for her, honestly. But for me, it was like, wow.
No, it is a thing.
And then for me, it was a thing of, then how are women darker than me doing?
Can I point out to you that as plus size women in the plus size industry, I don't know if you know this, Mona, there's a lot of discrimination, even in the plus size industry. As a plus size model who was doing runway at some point, I had a designer come up to me and tell me to put on a shapewear.
Why?
Because I wasn't curvy enough.
You're plus
So
size.
the one side.
Oh, she's a plus size designer. We had a plus size runway show, but she told me to wear a shapewear.
So there's a genre of plus size women. I also
Thank you.
know
That is actually a conversation.
I also know that there's a genre of
socially
dark skin
acceptable.
women.
There's a socially acceptable plus size woman.
And is socially acceptable.
You have to be curvy.
Dark skinned woman. I swear, if you're not as dark skinned as this Mike, you're not dark skinned.
Yes.
There's a genre.
Yes, there's a
where
genre
they want you to
also.
look like. Would I say kind of like Sudanese?
Yes.
We're in sync.
They want you to look Sudanese so that they can sell
tiny
you.
eyes,
Yes.
a perfect pouty lip. And I'm just like, bro. And then you now see some people that in real life, they're not that dark. But because of pressure, they have darkened their skin.
Yeah. Yes.
So there's a socially acceptable
I used to
plus
do
size.
that. I'm sorry. I used to do that. Especially when I was modeling. I used to do that to my pictures. I would want my pictures to look a little bit darker so that I can sell more, quote unquote. It's because I really wanted the plus size runway industry in Nigeria to actually boom. And I really wanted to be that bitch in the plus size runway industry.
You are that bitch.
Nigeria. And I would make my pictures look a little bit darker so that I look more attractive to scouts. You get what I mean? So the shocker was when I was supposed to be a model for this woman in the show, and then she asked me, I didn't go with the shape because it's a plus size show. You're supposed we look this way. Plus size women don't always wear shapewear. They always, do you get me? This is what we are selling. You're selling this body, and I've got a great body. I come up to you and I wear your coat, and you're like, don't you have a shapewear? What's all? And then she touched my foot and she goes, what's all this? What's all this? Don't you have a waist trainer?
I would have fainted on the scene.
I gagged because
would not work.
I was so confused. I didn't work with her anymore, but I was very confused. I'm like,
so that is an experience in the industry. So it's hard.
How?
I know you're, like an actress. I saw it on your bio.
Yeah.
So do you have difficulty like acquiring roles? Do you act as well?
me? No, I didn't.
So
See,
when
it's my body that's still holding me back. I'm never gonna lie.
okay,
Shout out to Mona for even doing it.
okay, I think there's something with plus size women. Okay, let me just use me because I won't imagine everybody's
Everybody
gonna
goes
think
through
like
the
me.
same.
When I was in the media and I started thinking, okay, I have Instagram, let me start putting in work and let me start, being that
Creating
girl
content.
because I really want to be like a top actor.
Not the
It's not going so well because there's this stigma when it comes to like your fat.
They
Like
want
you
to give you
guys
the
have
mommy
said,
roles.
Mommy Rose, Auntie Rose. There's one, I don't want to mention name because it's really, really super popular. So just coming for this one, I went there and they want me to be a mother to it's 20-something looking old boys. I was actually doing because like actress, and you need to like act and but you need experience for some acting roles.
I understand if it's a one-off thing and okay, because I know they use size 8, 10 women too as mommies. I understand that if it's a one-off. No. I mean, they okay, maybe that's maybe I can say 12, 14. They use them as mommies. I mean, they make them look older. I know that's a thing. If it's a one-off thing, I would understand. But you cannot. Somebody wanted to shoot content. And you just like,
so I want you to be the mommy of children. I go to the location. I'm like, where are my children? I thought you were going to bring kids of 7, 8, 6. I was not seeing 20-something. I'm like, how? So they're like, hey, I'm not giving. Yeah, they have to decast me because they say I'm not giving them the old mama. I'm like, I'm not an old woman. I'm a young lady.
Do you know how crazy it is that they equate body weight to mommy weight? Because mommy weight is obviously a thing, but there's some people that actually just plus size. So now it's like typecasting. Once you're plus size, it's like come and be
a mommy. Yes,
of the grandma.
Yes.
How many movies have you seen in Nigeria that have plus size girls as a girl, being a lady,
a babe,
being a babe? Now that we talk about this,
how many? We're not ready for that conversation.
Sorry, it's always the BBL baddies.
We don't have
that are the babes.
Yeah, always. So why you? So in industry that's already preaching to me that the normal size is for you to like be curvy and be a size 8 or 10. What do you want me to do? I can only fight. I'm actually the one fighting for my space. No help because
to be very honest.
Yeah, so and I know that okay, I'm lucky. I'm like a one woman in like thousands of women that want to come out but they can't.
In Nigeria.
That's why I'm trying to do everything to be like, okay, it's okay for you to fight away, but being plus size in Nigeria and you want to be in the media, you're gonna suffer.
And even if
you're going to suffer.
How many plus size women are actually on TV as TV presenters? If you look at it, most of them are on radio. Most of them are on radio.
Exactly.
And there's some people that they still say you're not plus size enough.
Yes, that's another thing.
I don't like the psychology
you're not curvy enough as plus size. And there's like, you're not plus size as per, like, your fupa is not big enough.
And then the reason that comes,
God intervene.
They're going to say, nobody's actually doing anything to you. You're the one doing it to yourself. Oh, why can't you just do it? But I'm about to do it. Because for every time, okay, when I talk about body positivity, they tell me, oh, because you're insecure and you want people to accept you, that's why you're talking about it. But okay, I'm not talking about body positivity. I just put a picture up there. The next comment is going to say you are fat. Even when I'm not talking about, so I'm not the problem. It's the society that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. And it's deep.
Because I'm just living like a normal person, but you always remind me of my size. You are fat, you're fat, you're fat.
Can I just bring up a quick conversation in all of this?
Of course.
Have you also realized how plus size women are also a fetish sometimes?
That's kind of like normal to men.
I promise you.
Yes.
They would rather fuck you in the bedroom but not bring you
outside.
Yes, that's another thing. And I understand why a lot of women are always like, you know, I have to tweet almost every day that look, you're the prize. Stop letting the small boys get into your head because they just show you off a little.
Small boys will show you shit gay.
Don't let them get into your head. You are the prize.
See, men in general, and I've come to terms with the fact that maybe my prospects are not in Nigeria. I have to go to ATL.
They don't exist.
You know? Mm-hmm. Because like, how do I describe anytime, you know, I had this conversation with my friend where I was like, just today, I was like, you know what, like, this is the type of man I want. And she's like, is he gay?
Okay, what's your type?
Okay, I'm going to
tell us.
I'm going to explain to you guys. Are you guys like? I feel like it's plausible.
Okay.
So I was telling my friend today, my best friend. I'm like, you know what? Like, this is man I want. She's like, what type of man? I'm like, we go on dates, and you take me clubbing, and you're rich. I'm celebrating right now, but like obviously, like maybe at some point we'll have sex, and it's just a thing. You know, even if you want to sleep with other women. Condom, please. All of that. You know, text me constantly. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Because I know you don't want to be in a relationship with me, most likely.
So like an open relationship or something?
Kind of. But like if you're sleeping with other women, like condom, do you get? Because I don't care. I'm not going to catch feelings.
That's very possible.
And my friend was like, maybe he's gay.
No, that's a thing.
And then he was like, maybe he communicates your thoughts. And I'm like, also communicates my thoughts, dark skinned. He's like,
and that's where
my friend tells me,
problem.
You have to go to Yankee.
That's where there's a problem.
I'm like, what?
You're not going to find that in Nigeria.
Do you know what that? Because that's the bare minimum.
It says bare minimum.
I'm not asking you to buy me a Bentley.
No, it's bare minimum, but you wouldn't find that in Nigeria because Nigerian men believe that, you know, once you're in a quote unquote open relationship, that they don't owe you anything.
No, but they do.
But they do.
And that's another topic entirely.
That conversation
But they do.
Wait,
but they really do.
Can you rephrase that? What you just said?
It's like
when you're in an open relationship and they don't owe you anything.
True,
apart
because
from
they don't
sex.
have that permanent like the full dominion over
Amen.
you.
But
and
when
all
you
that.
now give them that, you can do what you want because they're still going to cheat.
I don't think that will work.
And my spec has always been Yoruba men. I don't care.
You like
Do you
Yoruba boys.
You know they will break your
Angel,
heart.
what's your heart
They have
like
never
right
broken my
now?
heart.
What's your
You
heart
like
like
Yoruba
right now?
men.
I'm the heartbreaker.
Hey!
What's your heart like right now?
Yoruba men.
Because when you find good ones, well,
Oh, well, I think really good.
I was about to say when you
nice
find good
Yoruba
ones,
men.
but not really.
Are they good, nice Yoruba men?
They are. But that's another topic.
Eh.
That's an entirely
But what's plus
different
size
topic.
dating like for you?
It's crazy. That's when I used to underdate a lot, and that's because of where I come from.
Expert sheets.
Yeah, I came from nothing, like, family struggles and all. So I believe in, like, if you want to date somebody, don't look at what they can offer. Maybe he's driving a Bentley or a Benz.
Yeah, look
it's
up.
also a good thing. Yeah, and it's
Material
not because
girl.
yeah,
Material
material girl. Look, every woman wants money. Every woman wants somebody that have money now. We women, that's our, like, we love money. I don't want to look at that when you're approaching me. I want to see what you can do, your potentials.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
what
let
you
me
can do
support
for
this
me
guy.
aside money.
Don't do it though.
No, me, I look at money.
I advise seriously.
Bring out the
As
Bentley.
much as I advise against it,
Don't do it.
actually
don't do it.
Because what are you
Don't
going
do
to
it.
gain?
I'm not gonna lie.
What are you
Don't
going
do
to
it.
gain?
Bear
at
in
the
mind
end
that
of the day?
minority
appreciate
of
others.
men that can actually, you start like that and then they, you eventually.
My
but don't
own
do it.
theory
Don't do
is-
it.
It's not
2% out of
even me.
100%.
I'm not saying that you not date
I
a broke
advise
boy.
against it.
I'm
Because-
saying, because let's be honest,
But
9
it's true,
out
don't
of
date a
10,
broke boy.
they're
It's
going to
true.
cheat.
Yes.
It's true.
The most you can do, or the least you can do, is get your bag.
Yeah.
I tell all my friends, and people say, "Oh, that's like you're a gold digger." I'm just like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's okay.
That's
that's
fair,
okay.
But please bring forth.
It's okay. You
the
see, in
Range
Nigeria,
Rover.
for Nigerian men,
Bring forth
if
the
you want
Bentley.
to see that you can suffer, they will make you suffer.
I
Come
agree.
to them like you
I
can
agree.
suffer. they'll
Because
make
there's
suffer.
even a theory where they say that, for example, let's say you're doing okay as a woman, and then you start dating like.
On
He
the-
calling people
yeah.
broke,
Yeah.
but let's say he's not
Below
really getting
you.
below,
money.
yeah.
How many people say below you?
Below,
Yeah.
financially below you.
Financially
to
Let's
below.
say he's not.
everybody.
Let's
He's
say
not,
he's not
getting-
pulling as
That's
much
what
as
we
you
say,
are.
yeah.
When he starts pulling, that body he has been eyeing. What is talking about? You want to say
Yeah.
Bible something. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
ask, yeah.
I promise you.
That
When
is
they
a
start
thing.
pulling
And I feel
cash,
like,
that
yeah.
body has been high. Has been eyeing. Yeah, that's a thing.
He's going to go
that's
for that
it.
body.
See, I feel like when men don't have money, they're very humble and they will not be able to do anything. But when they have that money,
They go for the woman they want.
That's
It's
when
a
you see
fact.
a guy, a broke guy that I don't like calling people broke, but like a guy that don't have money and you are really supporting him, and all of a sudden, maybe after buying stuff for them, now that one knew how they do is I can give men money before now. Oh, Sophia, yeah, because I feel like
I've been there before.
No,
Never
I just
again.
support you. Like I can't
I've been there
have
before.
100,000 and my boyfriend
Never
don't have
been
money.
me.
I want to give it to my boyfriend because
Sorry, am I the
want
only
to
first
support
daughter here?
you.
Because it's a thing. If you're the first daughter,
now.
you have like
I'm the last born. I'm used to
Exactly.
being
Are you the first
spoiled.
daughter?
No, I'm not.
I am. So there's the toxic independence thing where you're just like,
I
I
just feel
cannot
like-
ask this man. It was just CC. I'm like, I'll
God.
ask you if you
I
don't
might not
give
be
me.
able to ask you for
you're
money, yeah,
But you
but
not
I
give.
will not give you money.
No, me, I cannot.
I
ask and
even
I'll
give
still
stuff. Let me
give.
help. Do you get? But then
Me, I
after
used
someone
to-
literally
so
tossed
If
it
I'm
in
giving
my
you
face,
money,
I
it's
was
because I
like,
know you're going to give me double when you want to pay back. Oh,
I
Not-
give based off of like
Ah,
I actually
sorry,
like
but
this
I will give
person.
you money, but I can buy things for you as a gift.
Yeah,
But
I
should
give. Me, I used to do
No.
it. So I used to do it.
I used to do
and
it.
along the
But like
line.
now, I heal you, sis.
I'm not doing it again.
Bless
Before.
the Lord.
No, I'm not doing it again since.
Bless the
I'm
Lord.
not
Bless
doing
the
it again.
Lord. But plus
Because-
size dating for me, like, is particular. I think at first, I'm not gonna lie, I used to settle, and I was coming from a place of
Yes.
insecurity.
Yeah.
But since I realized that,
You're the bag.
Yeah,
A very
I've
heavy
seen
bag.
that's what plus size women do. These
now
men actually
I just
want,
settle
they
for
love fat
nothing.
women. So you are the one that actually doing them a favor.
I feel
It's
like
not
we
them.
even have to. There's also a part where you have to identify when it's actual love and when someone
it's
just
a
wants
fetish.
to. Yes,
I promise
when
you,
it's a
because a
fetish.
lot of men, this thing is actually a major thing. A lot of boys, I'm not gonna call you a man, because if you're a man, you know what you want. A lot of
yes.
boys
Me, I still
out
call all of
there,
them men. Oh,
they're not
sorry.
men. They're just
All of them.
They are
tiny
boys.
little unnecessary
Me,
boys.
men, all of them men. I swear to God, they're all men.
They just
No.
see you and then
Boys,
they
they-
fetishize you and they want to just, they want to
just have
they
that
want
feeling.
to have that feel of being a plus size woman.
Yes.
They feel like, and it's
After they are
from a place of
done.
ego that I conquered this woman. Because I've had
Yes.
conversations with some of these boys, men, whatever, and I realized that it's coming from a place of ego and trying to boost their own ego and make
Yes.
themselves feel better. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been with that girl.
Yes,
Then
yeah.
they see it like thick thing and they're like, oh, I've been with that one. Like I could what's the word? Manage her or just like. I could handle that
Better.
body.
You
Ah,
now
yes.
open Snapchat. You now see them in one club like this
With
or
one
in
tiny
Lasha-
little
girl.
in the last year with
with
one
mixed
BBL girl,
race,
mixed
yeah.
race. You
BBL.
sabi, and my God is watching all of you.
So
It's really hard.
it is crazy out here, especially in Lagos.
But most women, fat women, settle for less.
Yeah, and I think we
because-
enable them.
Yes.
Plus size
we do.
women enable them because once they give you the slightest attention,
You already-
they're always like, oh my, they're already willing to lay their life for them.
Exactly.
Hello.
Because
Relax.
because a plus size woman believe that any man that is coming from me, it's a very bad mentality that is doing you a favor. Nobody's doing you a favor dating you.
No.
Nobody is actually doing you a
They're
favor.
still going
dating
You are the prize.
They want to be with you. That's what they are being.
Period.
So you don't have to feel low of yourself. Like, oh, this man is even talking to me. That's more. I've talked with a lot of girls and they tell me, let me be managing this one.
Don't
Because
manage.
You don't see a lot of men.
It's a
even say
thing.
that
I might not even
vibe.
be as loud as Mona Lisa is, yeah. So shout out to you for actually just being loud and doing your thing. Because honestly, you put in a lot of work and we have to acknowledge that. But in my DMs, I get the craziest conversations. Like, you are the prize. G, stop settling. Stop
I
settling
picked
for
up.
nonsense.
And a lot of women settle.
A lot.
And I
A
can't
lot.
I
even-
used to.
as
I'm not going to
someone
lie.
like me, I've settled so many
I
times.
used to.
Not even because of like insecurity or anything, but because like I grew up in a like household where I felt like I had to constantly like prove myself.
Sure.
So when a
I feel
man
you on that one,
thought
sis.
otherwise about me, like, oh, she looks like this, I have tattoos and I have piercings, so they're like, she's probably a slut.
I feel
or
you. Then
she's-
you have to
she's on
prove
the
to them. You
street.
feel like you need to prove to them
You now
that
have
you
to
are better than that.
overcompensate. So now for me, it's a thing of like, and I've received multiple compliments like, oh, you are a bad bitch and all of that, because you're
You're a bad
kind
bitch.
of like the acceptable thick. In quotes.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Do
Like,
you get what I
my
mean?
nice-
But like, if I have settled, it's a thing, with like plus size women where they feel like I'm not bad enough, so this
I'm
man
not
that's
baddie
looking at me-
enough. I'm
yeah.
not. I don't have that. A socially acceptable body. And this man is chatting to me. I may as well just stick to him.
Exactly.
You don't have to.
Even if he's
go
doing
for your
rubbish.
happiness.
Even if it's doing
Even if it's doing,
absolutely
and
no
it's
rubbish.
sad, sharp. But this conversation.
One thing I
yeah.
realized about relationships that there are other men who will want you, who will do what other guys are not willing to do for you.
And
So
there
you
are
have to take
men
your
who
time.
Love. I promise you, there are men who are there who actually genuinely
You-
love plus
there's
size
just
women. And they
one
will
plus size
treat you
women
as
to
a
love
queen.
them. There's a lot of. By the time I enter
Hi.
streets, I know say my spec people will want me. They plenty.
Bruh, they would do they would do
Oh,
anything.
I swear.
To keep you as a plus size woman. And growing up, if there's one thing that I love about adulthood, is coming to these realizations. I mean, as a younger girl, I didn't realize that before, but going into my 23, 24, 25, I realized that I'm hot on the streets. Don't try me.
Exactly.
I'm a hot
Everything is a
girl.
thing, 'cause you're literally just existing. That's it. I hate that is a whole thing where
Yeah, and plus size women, fat women don't leave. I don't just say a fat girl just go. Apart from Teefah, that is disturbing Lagos. Shout out Teefah.
as you should.
As in, I don't see plus size women want to go out and have fun. Want to
Really?
go out? I don't.
Actually, yeah, she has a point.
Do you?
Yeah, because you call them
thing
out for, like-
where you don't want to go out with your skinnier friends.
Before.
Where it's like, okay, so
In
that's
the
my
past,
next question.
yes. In the
My
past,
next question is, how? I don't know if you guys experience that,
Yes.
but it's like I have plus size friends where
Yeah.
they struggle with people finding them attractive
Yeah.
because they have skinnier friends. Was that a thing for you where you would, even with your plus size friend itself, you have already decided, yes, I'm not attractive. So did you struggle like even with your
I don't.
skinnier
Not like
friends?
that.
What I have.
The problem I had was I didn't really like going out with my skinny friends because I felt like I was too noticeable. I felt like I was too I'm the big one. So quote unquote, people were actually overseeing my flaws.
The big fine one.
At first, I didn't even
Big
think.
fine one.
I didn't even
High
think
five.
about
As
it like
in,
that at
the
first.
big fine
It took me a
one. So they are
while to
even
get to that point where I was
exactly,
like, I'm
the
the
big
one
fine
that I'm
one.
the one that's turning next. Okay, so I step
Exactly.
into a room
So they'll start-
and realize that I'm going to turn next, and I walk like I own
Not
that
because
space.
you're plus size, but because
No,
you're a bad
because-
bitch.
Well, now it's more like, oh, I'm a bad bitch.
But as at
But
then,
as at then, it was
then.
like, everybody's going to see me. So I didn't like going on my plus size. In fact, by skinny friends, it got to a point where, in fact, People used to ask me that where do I used to find my friends, because I would only go out with plus size women.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can disappear in that crowd. I won't be too noticeable.
And it is so important for you to go out with people that make you feel better. Not because you're insecure, but like sometimes you just don't want to stick out.
It's just energy.
And that's why I have made it the habit. See, if you look like, I'm so sorry, I don't look like a church girl according to society. Even though I'm an avid, I love going to church. I pray almost all the time. But like I go with people that look like me. Tattoos. Piercings. Don't come and say it's me that is the negative influence.
Yes, I'm
because
the bad
I
influence.
grew up like that.
Let me
You
go.
know,
Yeah.
even though I did not have like tattoos and everything, even my charisma
It's giving that bad bitch energy.
Yes, like so all the time I'll be the one getting in trouble. So I would not be with like people that maybe
Worse than me, oh.
they're worse than me, but they're not as
No,
would I say exuberant?
They're not, they're not
Yes,
as expressive.
they're not
Outward-
expressive as
outlook-
me.
Yeah.
So it would always be a thing of, and I was chapel prefect, which was worse.
Oh, wow.
And I was chapel prefect from year 8 to year 12.
Oh, wow.
So, like I'll be with like people that did not express themselves like me, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
you're a bad influence on her. Meanwhile, she's
Self,
doing
I
her
feel
own
you,
thing.
don't worry, I feel you.
So
Bad.
I had my cute face going on for me, so it wasn't
Okay.
so bad. I had like this innocent cute face
me
going
that
on
does
for
not
me.
even have any cute anything face.
Just like
nothing.
bad bitch.
I just when people see me just like
Keeps
yes,
going down.
boom.
It's not me.
At first, yes, I felt certain kind of way because I didn't want to stand out, and not because I didn't want them to hate on my friends or I felt insecure about it. But now I'm just like, oh, in this club that we're going, we own this space together, all of us.
Yeah.
We own it together.
Whether they eat on me or not.
They hate on me or they don't hate on me. My target audience are there.
Yeah,
Same way
they'll
that
look
same,
at
same
you.
way their target audience are there. They're going to look at me the same way they're
They're
looking
gonna
at them.
look at-
Yes, they might be socially, acceptable body figures and all of that, but we're still going to get the same in our own ways.
Was that it for you?
Yeah, for a plus size woman, for me, growing up, I used to have this. Luckily, whenever I'm going out with my skinny friends, the men always come for me. So I feel my skinny friend begin to hate me and want to be like, put me down. Like, oh, see, they'll not start making some funny remarks about my dressing. Which I know that the guys will come for me because I'm bossy. Like, cover your chest now. This one, don't you think you want to reduce your boobs? Don't you think so?
Girl, for me, it would have
I
been
mean,
bye.
and I used to be,
That's
yeah,
weird
they're not
energy.
my. I feel like, oh, you're not my friend for you to always want to bring me down because you know that guys will come for me. So then I started just going out alone. But now that I'm older, I feel I don't care. Skinny or fat friends, we are just gonna be there as women supporting each other, and we are going to.
As it
become-
should be.
Still the
As it
minority.
really should.
You
Exactly,
are
that's
a
what-
woman
yeah,
and
as it
you
should
are
be.
a
Exactly.
minority in
Exactly.
this world
Yes.
where like anything can happen to you as
True.
a woman. Dark skinned, white,
Fat,
black,
though,
fat, skinny. Immediately you're born as a woman, you're a minority.
I
know
swear.
there's a thing where some men are like, you guys have women privilege, and the women privilege you're talking about is
It's
money.
like it's just pretty privilege.
Yeah,
that's all. Like
It's not
exactly.
even
just money privilege.
just-
That's
yeah.
that
all.
men send you money. That's the privilege.
That's the
Meanwhile,
privilege
there's
it's
women
about.
getting raped.
And that's
All
where-
types of things.
that's
I
where
saw
it
a
is.
story on Twitter where the girl, she's Indian, she was in love with another man, not the man her father wanted to marry her off to, and he literally beheaded his daughter. And on the news, he said he did not regret it. So
comfortably.
he did not no remorse, and then you now have a man telling you have women privilege. Why?
Because you get sent
because
money
you
by
get
men.
money, but it's not a thing. Immediately you're a woman, you're a minority. So I feel like yes, we should obviously stick together.
I agree. I
and
agree.
other.
I agree.
help
It's not.
each other.
It's not the reality. But I really would like for more women to listen to this and actually hear this.
Plus
and
size
actually
women.
plus size women, skinny women. In fact, women in general.
Women in general.
I would love for them to actually listen to
Because
this,
regardless
hear
of your
this,
body.
Yeah.
and actually actually take action towards this, because I hear a lot of people. I'm lucky. My friendship group, amazing women. I don't have a lot of friends.
love that for you.
But amazing.
You're
I've
really
got
lucky.
really, really amazing female friends. I've never really experienced women putting other women down. I can count on one or two fingers that kind of
Refer me to
experience.
Sha.
But I've got really amazing friendship groups. And I think and I've come to the point where I realize because I attract the energy I give out.
It's true.
That's just the truth. I don't have a lot
Not
of friends.
all time,
Not
Sha.
all
Not
the time,
all
to be
time,
honest.
yeah.
But maybe because another thing is that once I sight bad energy, I
just
don't
feel
feel
it.
deal. I
Just-
can't.
I do that as well. And
Me
people
too.
tell me it's
I
because,
can't.
people tell me, oh, you just run away from situations.
I
mean,
cannot deal with
there was a
bad
point I used to
energy.
explain
How many
myself.
people are dealing
Like,
with?
all my friends would be like, some of my friends would be like, anytime there's a confrontation, you just run. I mean, I'm just like, yeah, let's just be like that.
I like peace of mind.
I like peace of mind. So do you guys have a niche? Like
well,
a plus size
community.
community?
Oh yeah, well, in some way there is, which I used to be like an active member of, up until I decided no, I don't want to do this anymore, because I felt like as much as you think that we should be very bonded, because we are the minority, and especially in a space like Nigeria where we're trying to uplift each other, we are very unbonded. we are very unbonded.
I want horrific stories, actually. Like,
if I say
not
it,
even relating
your-
only
this your-
to the
this
plus
is-
size community.
Yes.
But like horrific stories of being a plus size woman. Your community, the way you call Nonso, call this one.
Okay,
Francis.
for plus size community in Nigeria, the situation is very bad because we're not even getting help from anywhere. And when you try to, like Teefah said earlier, she said at some point I have to like cut. It's not as if I cut you off because I don't know how to cut people off. But if you are trying to do something and you think that the people that are supposed to support me are not even supporting me, you just want to do it alone. At some point, you are not like that too. I'm not even talking about you, but there are people that have been there.
No,
before
I understand.
us. Some aunties that you know that.
Thank you.
they are
I was
supposed to
gonna
put
go
us
there,
through. We don't want to
actually.
mention
I would not mention names, but there are some aunties. I want to mention names
In
so
Nigeria,
bad, but I'm gonna hold it.
I want to
I'm
mention
gonna
them so
suck it
bad.
in.
We can mention
But they are
names,
going to beat me.
I love messy TV.
There's some.
There's some aunties that have been there
trying
before
so
me
hard.
and Tifa that will have done something
And
for the
they
Nigerian plus size
hate.
community.
You know when they say
You
all those,
know me too. I have beef with an auntie.
you know when they say all these,
I
you see all these aunties that do not like seeing younger girls successful.
Yeah.
There are too many of them in the plus size
It's a
community.
thing in the
many.
industry.
Is it just in the industry? I think because
It's more with
because
plus
I'm
size
just
community. You
like
don't know what we're
really?
talking about.
Because okay, when I started plus size modeling, I cannot mention names because whether I like it or not,
No, mention.
I own my modeling career
Yeah.
to some of these women.
Yeah.
They actually
paved
the way for
you to
me
even
to
exist.
be a runway
But two
model.
things can coexist. They can pave the
Two
way, and
truths
they
can
still
coexist.
also
Yes,
can be
because as much as they paved that
bitches.
way, they wanted that way to. They wanted them
Only
to always
for them.
lord
Yeah,
over that
over
way.
that way, yes.
If you branch out, it's a problem.
Yes.
They paved the way. Follow that way.
Follow that part
that we
have
have created.
That's
And
the
allow
problem I got with
space.
people. When I got into the industry, I started doing what I want to do. I started wearing bikinis. Before me, I've not seen anybody doing what I was doing. They were like, oh, you're a plus size. You need to cover up your body. Some aunties will come like, Mona Lisa, this is not how you want to bring plus size. It's tacky. What's tacky? Wearing a bikini.
It's classless. Let me tell you guys now that I hate the
What's
word
tacky?
be classy. My fave is classy. You know, that was a thing when I came out of the house. Oh, my fave is not like Angel, she's classy. And shout out to all your faves. But yes,
That's okay.
Let me be tactless.
that's how I
am. In peace.
If living my truth is
Yeah.
being tacky and classless, it's fine.
That's okay.
because I mean I could live for 100 years, but I would regret if I did not live.
Yeah, my
That's the
genuine
problem.
truth.
Even now, I couldn't put out the content I want to put out for body positive because I'm scared.
And you shouldn't be, girl.
Yeah, because this one I'm even putting, I know how many damages I've done to my brand. People don't even want to associate anything to do with
Me
Mona
too.
Steven because
People don't want
that
to work
Mona
with me.
Steven. No, somebody,
Because I
a
don't wear
girl
bra.
tell me that, oh, your role model is Mona Steven.
No, literally.
I know. I can
No,
imagine.
that's
Yeah, somebody
I
actually
can
said your role
imagine.
model is Mona Steven. How?
And
What did
you
I
know,
do?
It's,
Because
it's
I
such
just
a
want to be myself.
thing
It's sad.
because you know they don't know the extent to which this fucks up your mental health. You know, before I went into Big Brother, I went into the house so secure, like you could tell me, Angel, you're ugly, and I'm like, what?
Have you seen me?
Really? And then I came out of the house and was exposed to so much body shaming and bullshit that I had to start therapy and start reevaluating
To
myself.
look at yourself.
To
That
go back to where I was.
Yeah.
You know, you had worked up on yourself since when you were like 17.
Just
Exactly.
a couple of
Just
months,
for
just for
you-
3 months to
couple of
just.
months.
they will
And then I came out and, you know, people like her boobs are saggy. She's ugly. I got braces. You know, I never told anybody where I got braces. People thought I got braces because well,
Fashion.
not even fashion, maybe because like, you know, they had seen my tiny lips.
yeah.
But I got braces because so many people insulted my teeth that I was
Is
like,
it?
you have to work on this.
Wow.
It's sad.
And
fucked
every
up.
time I look in the mirror, I'm just like, you know, before I loved my teeth, like my little lisp. Like people like Angel, sometimes you talk with your tongue. See, I just did it. People like sometimes talk with your tongue, and for me that was perfectly fine. I didn't care about an open gap, an open teeth, a front, whatever my dentist was telling me. But immediately I came out, people were like, you have 72 teeth, your ugly teeth, your ugly breasts, your this. And then that also, poured into brands as well, not working with me.
Yeah.
Simply because I didn't want to wear a bra. Not because of like how intellectual I was. And sometimes I had to catch
really fucked up.
myself. I had to
actually
catch myself
super
like,
fucked up.
Angel, you're smart and you're pretty. And if certain brands don't want to work with you, that's fine. The brands that have worked with you have gravitated towards you because they have seen beyond whatever people want to say that you are. And it's a huge thing because now you're battling your mind. Like, your mind is telling you this and you're telling your mind, Odeshi.
Yes.
So I can imagine that on a higher scale of like plus-sized women. When you're like, I should be on radio, I should be on TV, and your mind is telling you, no, you're not fine enough for that TV. Or you wear a bikini like every normal person, and then you have people calling you all sorts of horrible words, like you're a slut.
Somebody asked me if I'm pregnant. Wow.
They do that in
because of
I'm a
football.
normal pregnant woman. I'm a normal pregnant
I
woman.
would think
alive.
pregnancy looks different.
I don't know about you, Teefah, but I'm just tired of explaining myself.
You just say you're pregnant. You
Like-
just agree?
No, yeah, I'm tired of explaining myself because I want to post a bikini picture. I have to check this caption to use to suit what you.
You realize how they try because me, I've gotten to a point where it's love and light.
Not every time love and light,
There are a lot of
sometimes fire and brimstone.
Yeah, at some point I
just
didn't want to
do
say
you,
anything
man.
anymore. But there are girls that will still. I need to show you some messages of girls that will tell you, oh, because of you, I've not been able to give up on my body. They are the one I'm actually doing this.
To be
thing
very
for.
honest, I mean,
Younger
to be very
girls.
honest, you'll be surprised as to how little you're doing, but how
Exactly.
much impact it's
You're
making.
You're having on people.
Yes, it's really crazy. And then shout out to every plus size woman, especially in Nigeria, who is actually putting in the effort because it's not easy. This country,
easy.
this environment we put ourselves in, they would rather shrink you.
That is
They would
so
rather-
monotonous.
Yes, they would rather. I mean, I wear certain things, and especially in my work environment, they are sick of me. I wear certain things to work, and I can see how can you
The
deal with this?
confidence.
Well, I'm
How
like,
dare
I
you
can't
wear
this
that?
because come on.
How
I mean,
dare
I look
you?
hot. I'm that person who wears quote unquote I wear clothes at work. And there are hotter babes at work. I'm not even going to lie, but I'm that woman that would dare
What
to
are you
wear
saying?
I clothes at work because I mean I'm that.
They don't want you to have the audacity
Yeah,
to do some certain things.
and that's why I'll keep
like
having
you're
that
a plus
audacity.
size woman, you should wear that your auntie gown
No,
and don't wear.
hell no.
So imagine
I
you
like
telling
Asha
a
would
woman
die.
to do that thing for years. Eventually, she'll think that's the normal way of life.
I agree.
I have a question. So when you walk into clothing stores, are you like, oh my God, here we go again?
I'm ready for that
Because
conversation.
even me, let me tell you, there's a size 12. I'm a size 12.
Yeah.
And then there's a size 12 that I'm just like, that's not it.
That's not a size
Yeah,
12.
yeah, yeah.
And then I go to certain stores, I want to buy jeans. And I try the jeans and I see it is a 14. And I wear it.
Yeah,
I'm
well-
like, I go to the manager, I'm like, this is not a 14. What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
And they're just like, it runs small. Why does it run small? The small
this
people have their
conversation.
sizes. They have a size 6. They have their size 8. They even have a size 10. Why 12, 14? Why is it running small? Crop top, size 12. Yeah, it runs small. No. Why is it running small?
16. It cropped up like
So
15,
is that the thing when you walk
16.
into stores? Do you totally
yeah.
avoid shopping? Like, yes, you know what? I'm not going to. And do you know the thing? When you now find things at your size, they're not as nice
And
as
good.
the
That's
skinny
so
one
that-
we're
that's-
going to
That's
buy.
I told you
That's
earlier that
where I
I'm
have
a
a
fashion
problem.
designer and stylist. It was because of that problem that made me like, okay, I will be making my own clothes. So now if I see something you wear and I like, I just go and make it.
Create it.
Because you cannot get your size. There are nice things for plus size, but those things are
I don't
we
think
made.
so.
No,
and
that
I'm
we
not even
made.
plus size, but I don't think
that
so.
that I made for myself. That's
Oh,
the
you
I
only
made
have
for
to give it
yourself.
to plus size designers in Nigeria right now. They are actually making
really
an
trying,
effort
yes.
because plus size women, I hate ugly clothes.
This is like tailored to fit, right? Ready?
Yes, I
Very
hate
to
ugly
me.
clothes. I want to wear everything a skinny woman can wear.
Exactly,
Personally,
yes.
it's just how it's what makes me happy. I don't want to wear big clothes. I don't like big
Big
clothes.
clothes.
I don't want to look like a mommy. I don't want to look like a grandma. I want to be hot and sexy because it's what makes me comfortable.
And they give you like
And they gave me when I see even high end
call it
brands,
Christian dresses.
even high end brands, you'd be surprised. They would make a cloth for skinny women. Buy the plus size version. It's ugly.
I avoid sundresses at size 12s because I'm just like, Yeah.
They're not gonna sun.
This does not sound. This is giving very much CWO. I'm so sorry to all the Christian women out there, but I'm like, you know, anytime I want to buy a sundress, I'm just like,
It's annoying. It's very annoying. I go to all these iron brands, and I'm not just talking Nigerian brands. I'm talking Yankee brands. I'm scrolling through their page. I'm going to plus size outfits. I first go to skin because of course the first thing that pops onto me is like the regular same size women, and I'm seeing very pretty outfits, and then I say, oh, let me hit plus size. Even can I name a brand? Not like a Yankee brand. Even Fashion Nova does it.
they always run small. They always run
Fashion
small.
Nova does
always.
it. It's annoying. I see very pretty outfits for skinny women. I go to the plus size women. It's just the regular fits. Is it that the wrap dresses or the two pieces or the shimmery dress? I'm bored of it.
Even the ones that are your size
are
14,
going to be small.
You order it, it comes
and
it's small.
This
What
this
is
particular
going on?
conversation pisses me off. Like
No,
it
the
genuinely
clothing
hurts me,
conversation,
actually.
it hurts me as well because, you know, I've had to deal with thoughts like maybe
I'm too fat.
I'm too fat. And
It
do you
makes me
know how crazy
insecure.
that is? Because I know that I don't relate to both of you.
Yeah.
I'm not in those spaces that you guys have been in. So I can imagine like you guys on a higher scale because I've dealt with that as well. You know, I order things from like that brand, Fashion Nova, and then I try them on. I'm like, this is not my size. And for me, it's just like, okay, so the women
It's
bigger than me.
It's actually very upsetting because that is what triggers my own insecurity. I might be fine all through the year. Let me go and mistakenly go and order an outfit from a brand that, you know, I'm seeing 16, I'm seeing 1XL, 2XL, which should fit me regularly because that is my size. I know my size. That is what I wear. Then I buy it and I wear it and it gets me, it triggers me so much. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm out of shape. I'm out of size. Then I start eating less. I start starving myself. These are the things that actually trigger me as a person. I don't know about other women, but buying an outfit that should size me and doesn't size me really bothers me.
What are your triggers as a plus size woman?
Well, before now, a lot of things triggers me. Calling me fat, I'll get angry. Telling me,
not my. Someone just comes out of
talking
the,
about me. I have a regular name. That's Amoeba. Everybody, even till now, people call me Amoeba, and I'm very, very okay with it.
Block them.
But at the long time, you'll get tired. Just leave it like that.
No, at the end of the day, people say you block everybody. Yes,
Block them.
I block a lot. They know me. I use the block button a lot. But I'm at a place where I feel it's draining for me to start defending myself. Because there's this psychological thing that if you talk about it, you are insecure. If you don't talk about it, you are going to let it go away. Like, why are you not talking about it? And I don't like the fact that, okay, I'm not the problem. I've realized I'm not the problem because I could just post a normal picture and you come at me and call me fat, even when I'm not talking about fat. And that annoying sentence of Munisa is always talking about body positivity. If you don't talk about something, how do we make awareness for it? Because we need to, because this is happening. I know it can never stop till Jesus comes. People are still going to body shame each other, but we need to talk about to curb it a bit that, okay, there's nothing wrong with people. Let people live. And that's, you have health issues. It's a lot. So now I don't even bother anymore. If you want to talk to me for monitor, if you want to insult me about the way I look, that's your problem.
So have you identified your trigger? She has identified her.
Yeah. Now I don't. I see them as problems. I don't see them. They don't trigger me in any way because it's something that I've been up to for over 10 years.
But
I
can I
feel
ask
by
you a
now.
question?
Yes.
Would you think that to get to a point where we don't identify as plus size women, when we're just like, oh, okay, that's just another woman?
I was going to ask you guys.
I wish that they would come where everybody.
Where I was
that's what
just
I'm
like,
saying that the problem is not
that was
you.
actually the
I
last
just want to
question. My last
exist.
question
Exactly.
is: do you consider yourself plus size?
I just want to exist. I want to post.
I'm a woman. I mean,
tags.
I don't want the tags. I just want to. I mean,
it can never happen.
Which is why I said I had to take myself out of that niche of plus size advocacy. I feel like, thankfully, in my own little way, girls still get very inspired by me. I don't know how, because if you realize, I stopped posting all these my plus size long comments because I just didn't want to be identified as a plus size woman. I just want to be a woman. Allow me be.
Which is what you are.
I just want to exist.
Yes.
I mean, you can take some inspiration. I'm not your inspiration. I'm not anybody's role model. I'm not anybody's motivation. I don't want to live life.
Since you have been doing that, has there been anybody that have been trying to drag you back to the space you are trying to live?
Yes.
And so what are we doing?
Not necessarily. Especially babes. They're like, oh, you're such an inspiration. I think you should. Hello. That's why Mona Lisa is there. That's why Mona Lisa Stephen is there. Go to Mona's page for inspiration.
now the
come to my
one I don't
page,
even like
no.
is plus size women trying to bring down other plus size women.
Oh, normal level.
That
now.
one.
Normal level.
Maybe a Teefah now. Go see
expatiate.
normal level.
that
What?
one. I've seen plus size women the way they castigate
Normal
me.
level.
And I'm like, I'm fighting for you guys. Can't you see that? It's you
Normal
I'm fighting
level.
for. Why are you?
I see.
Or maybe
I on
Instagram
Mona
post
shit.
me and go and see plus size commenting.
Yes.
What did
There's
they
a particular
say?
girl, and if I catch her in this Lagos, I go beat her.
I can.
We don't support violence.
We don't support violence. Okay,
See,
make I
I've
not
seen
beat her. Sha.
coming from
You,
five people,
but
like
no,
comments
you can't
like,
say that, but you would say it's a metaphor.
Okay,
Oh,
now I meant
you're
to say
not
metaphor.
really,
Okay,
you know,
yes.
You won't really beat
Because
her.
that particular girl, she's plus size. Are you alright, bruv? Because why are you always putting down
why is
other
the plus size woman trying to bring me down? Like,
not the British accents.
Because
You're right,
the
bro.
girl, they always.
Sure, all right.
because
she'll
I'll see
get-
comment like she wants validation.
After this show, I'm
she's
gonna
always
tell you her
talking
name.
about body positivity. Hello, I'm talking about body positivity to make awareness so that other people can know there's nothing wrong with your body. I'm not doing it from
Like sometimes I actually don't blame them. We had this conversation behind the scenes where I'm just like, I stopped trying to reply to troll comments. Not because I know that they're trolls, but because I know that they don't know better than what they've been. This is something that is indoctrinated.
it's true.
Even
Like,
from
that's
Yeah, stop allowing this girl vex
from,
me.
even from the people
For her to
Do you know how
stand
many
out.
times
Do you know what it is for her to stand out
that means
amongst
she's
the
doing
crowd?
like all the
She's
time.
doing too
And do you know the
much.
funny thing is that this particular person, she will go on your page. I've seen her do yes woman, yes queen on your page.
And then
then
it's
what
you.
Insta blog she'll post you.
She's insulting you.
And other plus size women. She's like, oh, does she have just see her body? See her come
Let's
on,
actually
bruh,
get
don't do
let's
that.
get deep into this thing
And
and
go
go
deep.
even go away from just being plus size. Body shaming is so ridiculous. And people don't know the extent, especially if you're a public figure in the industry. People don't know the extent to which it goes, Because, like I said, when I came out of that, before I went into the house, nobody alive could be like, because when I was 17 years, I left home and people would be like, you're this, you're that, and I would believe them. So it took me building myself like, you are a baddie. You're not ugly. And to some, obviously, like, our struggles are different. Some people just struggle with their body identity. They don't like the bodies they're in. And there's some people, there is society that preaches to them that they shouldn't look that way, like
That's
plus
me.
size women.
That's me.
So there was some times that I felt guilty for feeling the way I felt, because it was like, there are people going through worse. But then I
you're
I
valid.
identified the struggle. Like, you know what? It is your body and you're a human being.
Sure.
So when I came out of the house, it went from me feeling like the baddest bitch in the world to feeling like my boobs were ugly. Should I get surgery? And to other people, they're like, you're a baddie. Oh. You're not looking at all those ones. You're looking at
You're
people
just
that are
hearing
telling
the
you
crowd,
you're
yeah.
ugly. Your boobs are saggy. They're not. And even if they are,
That's what tits
that
are.
is
Yeah.
perfectly okay. You grow up, elasticity changes. It does not mean that there are plenty people fumbling with your
No,
breasts or
Yeah,
your teeth.
that's one.
It does-
That's ignorant
that's something
statement.
I had to
You need to
learn.
take
I had to
separately.
unlearn
It
that.
does
Yeah.
not. It does not
That's
mean that
unlearn
there's
that.
something
Means
fucked
people are
up with
pretty-
your
yes.
diet. Sometimes it's just genetics, and that's perfectly okay, And then I went from wanting to lose weight. There was a point in time that I actually started going back to a size 8, and I looked myself in the mirror. I was just like, Angel, no. You don't look okay. And I went. So it was a struggle. Size 8, size 10, size 8, size 10. And people would wonder, like, when they're like, Angel, you've lost weight. People would wonder why I get so triggered. Because I lost weight for you people.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you
What are
mean
you
by
talking
that?
about? What are you talking about? Me
And then
losing
when I
weight?
add weight, they're just like, oh, Angel, you've gotten so fat now,
Oh,
reduce
shut up.
it. And then I had to be like, Angel, breathe, because I was getting to the point, and people would think you're being dramatic, but I was getting to the point where I looked in the mirror and I was just like, I don't recognize this person. And it's deep. People don't realize how deep it is, but it really is, because the mirror is such a huge thing. You look in the mirror and you stop recognizing yourself. I put that so much in my writing. People think it's figurative, but it's not. This is reality. There have been times I look in the mirror, I'm just like, Angel, this is not you.
You're not sure who is looking back at you.
You're like, and it gives me so much anxiety, not because of anything, but because you have patterned your body image around what people say you are, and how you should look, and how you should be, and how you should talk, how you should speak. And people don't. That's what brings is more for me. I'm so passionate about this subject because it is beyond your body image. It's now about your mental health. Are you secure in your body? The moment you're not secure in your body, the moment you're just like, I don't feel comfortable being in this vessel anymore. That is a huge thing. The moment you stare at yourself in the mirror and you're like, yes,
This is not
this is not who I want to be. That is a channel for so many other things. It's a channel for, yes, it's time to X this world.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It's a channel for
Yes.
eating disorders. And that's why people
Yes.
will either binge eat or starve
Yes.
themselves.
Yes.
And either of those things kill you.
Yes.
You're binging.
That's why I was like puking back when I eat because I was
It's a
very
lot of
uncomfortable.
things. It's a lot of,
Because I wanted, I don't know why it is. Because,
anorexia.
because I wanted to be in the media world so bad, and I wanted to be recognized in media. So every time I eat, so I don't retain food, and I like food. For God's sake,
You go
I
back and
like
throw up.
food.
Food is
I'll I'll put my hand back down, and
I think it's called bulimia.
is that what it's called? I don't know, because I saw it in the movie one time, and apparently it was working for
Princess
them.
Diana
So
had
you
it.
eat and you just
So
put your
I
hand
try,
down.
I puke it back again. Especially when every time
it's
people see me,
bulimia.
especially during the New Year parties, you'll be like, you've added weight again, blah, blah, blah. Did you get bigger? Oh, better go and watch it.
And then there's not the cycle of you binge eating because now you feel skinny. So it transcends.
It's-
And I feel
a
like
lot.
mental health
Skinny.
evolution
It's
is
a lot.
underrated in Nigeria. People don't even
Yes.
take mental health serious.
And they don't
They
realize
think
how
you're
much your
being
body...
dramatic. What's wrong with that? Why
Yeah,
are
that's why
shouting
I
away?
reached out to
Yeah.
you, because I'd been through that, Obviously, mental health was something I spoke on a lot on the show. And those that gravitated towards me. And then, like I said, the Nigerians are so myopic that they think that you're doing it for the cameras.
And maybe because you guys are in the limelight. Because another thing is, I've always
hard.
spoken about my mental health, but maybe mostly on my Twitter space. But then I get what you mean by Nigerians not taking it seriously. I've always talked about it as a joke.
Who in
Yeah.
their right minds? I won't
speak-
even
I
lie.
talk
Do you
about it
know
as a
that
Who in
joke.
their right minds is talking openly about these things?
I talk about
There's
it as a
so
joke.
many people. That's what I'm saying. And it's because we have transcended the rubbish. There's so many people that are struggling in the industry that can't speak about it
Because
just
they
because
think that mental is madness. Start with that.
they think is that. And to be fair, even if you're mad, Sha, that's also okay. It doesn't
And
mean
it
that it's the
is.
end of your life.
Another thing is that people don't actually think
is.
depression is a real thing.
they don't. Yeah.
They actually don't
There's a
think
lot
that
of
depression
things.
is a real thing, and it's something that I learned over time. That people, when you talk about how you're struggling, they
you're
really don't. They
depressed.
think that you're. They will just say, "Oh, it's because you're broke."
So did you get to that point actually?
But not because of my
The
body.
point because of like your body. I've been there.
Oh, I've never really struggled
Because of my baby when I was
mental
younger,
health
because
with
I
my
even had
body.
to, I want to take my own life. Like when I was like 14, 15, my mom actually stopped me because the bullies were like, "Oh, you're too far." I needed to just get rid of myself. So that was the first
So
time I
at that
ever
point, you looked
attempted
in the mirror
suicide.
and you're like,
I feel like I don't belong here. I want to go to a world where they're just fat people. Maybe they will understand. Then growing up, I realized that even in the fat community, they are still trying to bring that. Have you heard about, oh, I'm not as big as that statement. Another plus I was saying, I'm not as fat as Mona Lisa, so I'm still
Yes. That's a thing.
good.
That's a thing.
Oh, I'm not as fat as
Tifa now. I did okay.
I'm
I
still
still did
okay. So when you hear that, you begin to wonder, what have I been fighting for? Because how will you, as a plus size person, want to bring another plus size person down? It happens on Instagram. I see the way plus size women will start insulting me. All these things I've done. If I didn't want to talk about body, but I would just be nice as Steven. I will not be here now.
But I get what you mean, Sha.
Yes.
Mine wasn't me trying to take my life because of because I'm plus size. Mine was more like not wanting to date because I'm
because
plus
you're
size.
a plus size?
Yes.
You don't want to
I
date
didn't
or
want to
date.
date
Okay.
because I was plus size. Because I've always struggled with my boobs being quote unquote saggy. And actually, they're not even saggy.
Thank you.
But I always felt like they were because I remember the first time my mom actually saw my
girl,
tits.
they're
and
big.
I remember the first time when I was younger, my mom saw that I was growing boobs. And she was like, your boobs should not be like this yet. I love my mom. My mom loves me. She's the most supportive woman ever. But I don't think she realized how much that statement, that tiny statement, I don't think she realized how much it did to me.
Yeah.
Because she was like, your boobs shouldn't be like this yet. I'm going to get you some bras. Then she got the bras. And my mom have never really lived together. She always stayed in the UK. I've always been here most of the time and all of that. So she got the bras and I started wearing them. Nothing was changing. My boobs still looked that way. But I remember when I started dating, having sexual relationships, I would always cover. I don't care. I would cover my breasts.
Used to fuck in the dark.
I was that.
Dark.
I would no matter what. This is me. Like I dated someone that actually said,
It's okay.
Yeah, drop it.
your tits are perfect. And it took a while for me to come to that realization. Because I know even now, I'm in a serious relationship now, but even at that, I will still
Be uneasy.
be uneasy around him. I will still try to cover up. I will still, I mean, I realize that this is what normal tits look like, but it's still there. And it's just
And
that
to be honest,
small
what are really
statement.
normal tits.
Because
Because when you say something is normal, it means that there is a.
this is how it's like. It's
And
every
there
tit
is
is
not.
normal. It's this is how
Every
it.
fucking
We look.
type of
It's supposed to be
breasts are
different.
normal.
We're not supposed to have the same perky
Yeah.
And
standing.
I think
No.
this ties down to the BBL culture.
Yes.
I am pro surgery, honestly.
Oh, I mean, do you
okay,
if
so
you
Your
want to do
body,
you?
Yeah,
at the end of the
yes,
day,
yes.
you can have surgery if you want
If you
to.
want, yes.
I'm not going to be one of those people like, why did you have surgery? Be happy
Oh,
with your
no.
body.
Okay,
If
no.
you feel like
You have, you have the money,
but
you have the.
still, I'm kind of like also, you know what? Maybe we should all just be like, yeah, fuck it.
Let's just be.
Yeah.
Which is why
Let's just be.
even on my stuff, I had to ask a question. Do you think, and I'm just throwing it out here, do you think that the BBL, the cosmetic surgery, takes away from body positivity?
For me, the first rule of body positivity for you to be yourself, to be loving your skin and your body. So
Body positivity is actually acceptance,
yes, acceptance
of who you are
wherever
and
you are.
who you're.
So if
what
it
your body
means
looks like.
changing your body, then it's also body
That's my
positivity.
question.
Yes.
My question is that, but if you feel like you need to change your body to accept your
Maybe it
body,
is not so positive after all.
Yeah, but why are you changing your body? Are you changing your body for people? Like now.
Yeah, that's
like,
also a thing.
I love big boobs.
Are you changing your
I can wake
body
up tomorrow and
because-
say I want to have like my boobs because I love big boobs. I actually even stare at girls with big boobs.
You know, I get what you're saying because it's a thing where it's like, do you just want to change your breasts because you
Because
just
of men.
or
Or-
social image, or
If you're
you
not
say-
because of
anything, or
Yeah.
because people generally, I can't say that. I don't. There's no such thing as teeth positivity, but this all ties down to body image.
Yeah.
But I cannot say that I'm teeth positive because I didn't change my teeth because Angel, your teeth. I changed it because people were saying, you know. So I feel like it's.
I
Still,
love that you're acknowledging and being honest about it.
yeah,
because
Yeah,
it's
people
still
are
a
not
50.
honest
I didn't.
about
I didn't
that.
change. I didn't start wearing braces because I want to wear braces. I started wearing braces because people insulted my teeth so much that I started looking at my teeth and I was just like, yeah, you're ugly. You know, you get to that point, and it takes like strong will to be like, these people are saying nonsense because sometimes you even go on their profile self
And they're not rich.
Exactly. You see
They're
the person that
not
will insult you.
rich.
He's short this
You'll
kind of
be
thing.
like, yes, this person.
that's
That
why-
babe self not rich.
Exactly.
Thank
So-
you. You'll be like, this person, no.
Yeah.
But your brain is still telling you yes. So I'm like, you know, it's still a 50-50 thing for me. I'm pro surgery. Do surgery if you
Yeah.
must.
I've
But
always
still
said that.
about why are you doing,
doing
it?
it.
And I
Fair
feel like,
enough.
you know, a lot of young people are so impressionable where they feel like they have to look a certain way. Your teeth have to be up. Your waist
stomach
has to
more.
be size
used to wear
22.
bras.
Your hips.
God,
can
I used to
never.
carry my bra too.
Your bum has to
It
be
will never be
curvy.
me.
Wahala.
It will never be.
Wahala.
And it has taken me so much to be like, Angel, breathe.
Relax.
You know, you're bad.
Your body.
Whether
Whether anybody likes it or not.
Charles Okonkwo from Twitter
As in,
thinks so or not, you are
And
a
that's
body.
a great place to be.
You have
It's
to
a great
acknowledge
place.
that.
It's a great
And it's
place to
still a gradual process because weight actually kills you. You step on the scale so much, even unconsciously.
avoid scales.
You don't even need to
Why?
be on the scale like physically.
Mile of
In
four
your
mini blood
brain,
pressure.
you're weighing it. You're like, am I too fat? You're going to the mirror.
me, I cannot.
You're like,
I'm
am
not
I
there anymore.
I'm not there
And I'm
anymore.
grateful for that.
I'm still
thought
there.
about, am I fat?
Oh no,
I'm still there.
I've gotten to a
anymore.
point where if I mistakenly look at myself in like I'm passing, I was like, oh,
It's just to appreciate myself one more time.
because exactly because I've gotten to a point where I'm
It's
like,
true now, look at me.
wow, look at this
Remarkable.
specimen.
You know, and there's a Bible verse, and I think that's what has kept me going, and that's what has prevented me from surgery, you know, and that's what is taking me back to the place I was, where God in Genesis is just like, and everything he created was beautiful. He did not say minus Teefah, minus Mona Lisa,
Minus plus size women.
minus Angel, minus plus size women. He said everything is beautiful. regardless.
And I want you to keep holding on to that. So even when you feel like, when you feel a little bit down, a little bit, when you feel a little bit unsure of yourself, I want you to always remember that, because I know it's not easy. And one thing I tell women out there is that getting to a point of acceptance is not a day's job. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived by me. Don't let me and Mona deceive you because we're rocking our bikinis.
We're still.
We have days where we still go, oh, yes. Are we still, like, I'm very, if I talk about being a baddie from morning to night, I'm going to put that disclosure there. I'm still a work in progress. My confidence is still a work in progress. Do I still shy away sometimes?
Yes. And that's okay.
But then when I do, I think back as to, I think back on everything that I am, everything that I have been through, everything I've accomplished by being me, and everything I can be without the quote unquote stigma of being a plus size woman holding me back. And I renew my strengths in that, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. It's game time, and I just move on. It's not easy, but it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie.
I will throw the question to you guys. Probably my second to the last question. You know, at what point was I love my body 18? Because you go from ew to yes, bitch. At what age, what point are you like, yes, I love this body, and even if I don't like it so much sometimes, which is okay, I'm going to love it, and I'm going to encourage. What experience, whether that happened by yourself when you were drunk, or whether that happened with people, at what point were you like, yes, this is me, this is the body God or whoever you both believe in has bestowed to me. This is the vessel I look at every day. At what point were you like, yes, that's it, and no going back?
I'm trying to think right now, and I don't think there was a particular point for me. Mine was, as I said, a process. It started with what was most socially unacceptable, my fupa. I started looking at my belly every day and finding reasons to love my belly. I looked at what was cute about my belly. Like, oh, you're not bad. You're actually a cutie. Which is why I started calling myself Winnie the Pooh. And then my arms. I was always insecure about my arms. I started wearing more sleeveless clothes to get more comfortable in that. Do I still... Even when I wore this morning, I was like... Ugh. I first wore a jacket on it, and I was like, okay, Joe.
If Joe does not like it,
Joe.
I just removed the jacket. I want the jacket to work at first, and I just took it off. I'm just like, why? I mean, I have these arms. They're literally a part of my body. I have to love it. It's like, I don't have a choice. So it was a process. It was taking it bit by bit for me. So I got to the point where I can appreciate my body. And there's another thing. I mentioned about not being curvy enough. There's a socially acceptable curvy. There's an amount of ass you have to have that is proportionate to the amount of belly you have. There's an amount of ass you have that's proportionate to the amount of tits you have. It's a whole lot of work being a plus size woman. So it started with me accepting all of these things one by one. And if there's something I've always known right from when I was young, is I have intense sex appeal. So I'm not going to lie. I rode on that.
Give it up for Rihanna.
Period. I rode on that sex appeal. And it took me to a level of confidence. Because I knew that it transcends. Because I knew that there's no man's neck I cannot turn. So it might seem very shallow.
He's not worth it.
It might seem very shallow, but that was a source of strength and power for me. Because I felt very powerful knowing that, I have that intense appeal.
You can turn your neck.
I mean, I can turn my own man. I do turn my neck. I'm not even gonna lie. I look at myself in the mirror sometimes. Like, I check myself out. I started channeling that sex appeal as a strength for me, and then I worked it up to the point where it became a source of confidence for me. So I know that when I'm walking, when I step into a place, if your neck not torn,
that means your neck is stiff.
Your neck is probably stiff.
What was it for you?
For me, it's a bit complicated because I used to be like the face of body positivity in Nigeria. So I feel like a lot of people are looking up to me, and I must not fail. Even when I'm in my room crying that, and I wasn't kind of go of the way I look. I was kind of because I wasn't getting the jobs I'm supposed to get.
Oh, it's Nigeria.
I'm a media girl. I like to play with the cameras. I like to shoot, but nobody even really know what I do. When they see me, it's just that girl that wear bikini and show her breast. For some time, I stopped posting anything that has to do with boobs. Okay, I do other things. I am the one that do this advert for this company. Look into this. Seem like they're not really saying it. So it was a problem for me. It wasn't body. It was never my body for me. I love the way I am. I don't even think I would like myself if I go slim.
So what point were you like, yeah,
So
I love this body now?
that point where I decided that okay, is when I see the way people come to me and talk about how they are being inspired by the way I look and how they love me. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not the problem. Because for a long time, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I need to slim down. Maybe I need to lose weight. But then I see them batching somebody with angel size and saying something wrong with us. I'm like, you cannot satisfy these people.
Yeah, it's not about you.
It's not
about
me. I'm not the
society.
problem now. I'm
And when
okay
you're
the way.
too slim, safe.
It's problem. So you cannot satisfy them. They always body shame you and come for you. So just, I know I'm the shit. Like, I don't need to prove anything to anybody. And at that point, I realized, well, I will just keep doing what I do and focus more on things I want to do. That don't have to do, that don't have anything to do with my body. And it's going on well.
Yes, you're doing amazing, babes.
Yes,
I
sir.
love this so much of you're doing amazing because, you know, we all are. And, you know, regardless of shape, size, it's still always going to be, there's still going to be someone.
True.
But let's even relate it back to Jesus self. I'm such a church girl now because like everything in the Bible slowly starts making sense because Jesus was or is perfect. And then you still have these group of people, the Pharisees, who come from nowhere and tell him, you know what, like, you're not perfect. Meanwhile, he's literally this pedestal that we all aim at. Not we all, but like those of us that believe in him.
Jesus, yes.
Yes, we all like believe like, yes, this is a pedestal we must attain. And he's still Pharisees and people that doubt him that tell him, you know what, like, yeah, no,
You're not that.
you're not that shit. Which is why we should all, especially the plus size women, because I know fat phobia is so crazy. I've experienced a significant amount of body shaming, enough to make me want to lose weight, enough to make me look at the mirror and be like, Angel, you're so fucking ugly, go and get surgery. Enough of that. And that is alleviated if you are plus size, if you don't fit like the beauty standard that one random ass person may have created. You just have to look in the mirror one day and be like, you know what, I'm the shit.
Period.
Anybody that does not believe that for their pockets.
And I just want to say something to other women. Your body is not a trend. Stop allowing society sets as trend standard for your body.
Yeah, because right now it's skinny
It's
girls.
skinny girls that's in now. This time was thick women.
That's why you
thick
see
women.
Kim Kardashian. They have removed
Your body
their
is
BBL.
not a trend.
It's not fashion. You don't
It's
just
not
wear it like a
fashion.
coat.
Don't let society, don't let the media especially do that to you, because I saw when the Kim story broke out, taking off her
Chloe
BBL
as well.
and all of that. I'm just like, there are tons of women who got that BBL
imagine
because
because
of
of
these
them.
people.
Now
Now
they're
they're going
thinking
to
of where are
say,
you gonna start
is your
from?
body a trend? No, now. And it's always been a thing. Women's body has always, because I have an aunt that is very big, yeah? And she used to tell me about how, when it was that time,
Yes,
it was
so like
very
the fat
big women
girls,
that were
yes.
trending.
I think that was the 70s.
Come on.
So
No,
there's
I
a
think-
trend.
yeah.
I think it was the 70s that
Don't
big
do that
women
to
were
yourself.
80s, 90s, even to early
80s.
90s.
Yeah, some
and then
bit of the
90s,
80s,
like,
early 90s.
skinny
Then
women.
skinny, like very skinny women, size
yeah.
2, size 4,
That's why
have
they
their
have the likes
time.
of Marilyn, skinny.
Because I have two other sisters. One was skinny and one was fat. And I see the way they always talk down on the skinny one then. 90s. Like, oh, you're asking, and the other, my sister, the robust one, like, oh, look at your sister.
Yes.
She's robust, she's fine. So I knew it was a
And
thing.
then as an African woman,
I was about
let
to
me
start
tell you
that.
something.
Talk
Being
about
a plus
African
size
women.
woman
Okay.
is your genetic body. Don't
What are
let
you
it,
saying?
don't
Yeah.
let white media fool you. You are
What are you
genetically
saying?
allow yourself just allow yourself to be happy. Don't be starving yourself.
Read
Be
about
happy.
there's a farting room. It's called a farting room in Akwa Ibom or something.
Oh yes.
Like if you're not
It's part
even
of our
fat,
culture.
they will take you to a room and
It's
continue
literally
to
part
feed
of our
you.
culture. Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
my
they
friend
take you
has
to a
told
room
me
and
about
continue
it
to
before.
feed you till you are big.
It's a part of our culture
Yeah.
to be a big woman. Allow yourself breathe. That waist trainer will just kill you.
And everyone,
stop to-
fat people are not going to die tomorrow. Yes,
I
we are
promise
not going
you,
to
we're
die
gonna
tomorrow.
And you
exist
don't
and you're
have
going to deal with
diabetes.
us.
Yeah, I have diabetes, but it's from when I was a child.
When you were not even
Some
big.
of-
when I was not
some
even
things are
big.
genetic.
Yeah,
Some
from when I was a
things
child. So
are
when
just
people come and tell me
they're
that,
genetic.
and they'll tell, come and take care of me. I've been taking care of my health since I was 8 because I know I was diabetic since then. I take my drugs, and I'm still living.
You know.
I'm
not
still
going to
living.
die
so I'm not
tomorrow
going to die
because I'm
tomorrow.
fat.
And
Eh?
people that will come and tell you I'm
Mommy.
the trolls. See, telling somebody to do something in that manner is not going to work. You cannot come and tell me you are fat, lose weight.
Sorry,
and I will
telling
just,
somebody whatever in that manner.
it's not going to
I'm
work.
so sorry.
It's
be a
not in your
troll.
place. It's not even your place to tell anybody what to do.
I have a mirror.
It's not your place.
Unless it's
And
good-hearted, child.
exactly, but then you now come and
No.
tell somebody, oh, you are fat, it's going to affect your health, you're going to die. Who knows if you're going to die before me? Because you can actually be walking on the road
And it's
and
not
something will just
statistically
keep
proven.
and slump and just die. You cannot just say because I'm fat, then I'm going to die tomorrow.
You can
It's
slump
crazy.
tomorrow. Yeah, you live in Lagos, so you can slump
You
tomorrow.
can just-
Fumes are
anything
everywhere.
can happen
There's a-
and you
But
just die.
Let's just eat. Because you live in Lagos, there's traffic. You're in traffic for 4 hours. You can die tomorrow. Eat today.
Just-
Yeah.
So it's a lot, and I feel we talk about this and we don't talk about solutions. And it's not as if we are not talking about solutions, but it's just that
Yeah, so what helped you
This
guys get
mindset,
there?
for
To
me-
round it up.
to round it up, I'm gonna advise all plus size fat women. I like to call it fat because I'm fat.
Deal with it.
Deal with
basically.
it. It's not a bad word. You're fat. There's nothing wrong with your body for the 100 million times. You're perfect, you're okay. You don't need to fit into any beauty standard. And if you want to do anything, maybe you want to change your body, change because you want to do it for you. Because if you do anything that is trendy, you want to follow the trend, they're going to leave you behind. And it's just going to be you, like, why did I do this thing? If you want to die because you did your nyash, at least know that I did it for me. So if I die, I die.
Period.
No,
Yeah,
facts.
facts.
But doing something because you want to be accepted, you want some men to follow, you want to, I don't know what mental health, that the level of mental health will be to want to do things for people, especially to your body, like, I'm going to now change
A
my
surgical
breast
procedure.
because of a man, or because
No, except if they cash out. Somebody they use cash out. If not,
I hear that one. My brother say make he contribute money for me, I go do my hair. Say the only thing where they owe me back with that.
If not
say
that,
this?
if not to cash out,
That you're gonna
I
let's all
endorse
these
it.
lucky girls. People don't do yash. You ask, I say, it's just my mental health. It doesn't fit in to say I do this thing for people. I will never do it. So there's nothing wrong with you. See, this health talk is for both fat and slim people. As a person, you need to take care of your health. It's very, very
Generally,
important.
yeah.
Fat or not. Because you're going to die if you don't. So exercise, working out is supposed to be like a lifestyle. Nobody should tell you that you need to go to the gym and work out. You know you should take care of yourself. So there's nothing wrong with
you can be thick and fit.
You are perfect. You don't need to change your body for anything. And if you still want to change your body, fine, do it.
For yourself.
So that's it. You're perfect. There's nothing wrong. Just try to look good. And I feel like plus size women, I don't know. Let's say because some of you don't have money or what, but I feel like we don't even try to appear good.
We don't try. We don't
Because
make
you are
enough
fat,
effort.
you just feel like, what am I dressing for? What am I doing this for? I'm
I
not
agree
supposed
with
to
you.
do it because I'm fat now.
I think we're changing the narrative though. I think younger girls
Yeah.
are beginning to change the
They're
narrative.
changing it
of
because
that.
I'm seeing
Yes.
fat girls like, hey, God,
I
no.
think younger
So
girls.
Yeah, they're
what,
trying to
what
change.
is your,
In conclusion, for me, I'm just going to say, wear the outfits. Trust me, you want to wear the outfit, and you'll be surprised as to how that outfit will make you feel so much better. You think that because you're plus size, you shouldn't be wearing that skimpy dress, that revealing outfit, but you're going to put on that outfit and feel like the baddest bitch ever lived, and you get to walk around like the baddest bitch ever lived. Because I promise you, this thing starts with your head. It starts in your mind. If you do not accept yourself in your head and accept the body you're in, one thing I say is, I'm not going to tell you not to lose weight. By all means, lose weight. But the truth is, you're not going to be satisfied even in that new body if you do not accept this body you're in right now.
Exactly.
Start from accepting where you are, then work towards what you
want to be.
define as a better body for yourself. Work towards where you need to be, but love who you are. And loving who you are as a human being boils down to your body. You have to love you as a person, and in that process, loving your body is very important. You can't love you without loving the body that you're in. No,
possible.
it's not going to work. And you cannot be better if you do not love who you are. It just works hand in hand. So start from loving yourself. Once you love yourself, then work towards that whatever size, whatever shape you want to be. That's all on you. I'm not going to tell you what to look like.
can we,
But
can we do a poetic snap?
Just love you, man. Just love you,
Word.
and do
Love
not
you.
let.
So-
And I think that men are very funny people. Men want to talk you down so you can remain that way, so they can control
So
you.
they can
And
exactly.
also,
sorry.
you also need to decenter yourself from the male gaze.
Yes,
Yeah.
That
yes,
is
please.
so important.
Yes, please.
Because
I'm
society
begging plus-size
contributes,
women.
contributes
Please.
to that.
They're really
because they
smart.
say, a lot of women, it's not about them, it's about how attractive men see them.
See them, yes.
So for me, the first step to acceptance was decentering the male gaze.
Please.
Men are not the prize.
They are not the
They are
prize.
not actually.
Both of us
Please.
are the prize.
Exactly.
Please.
If they don't think I'm the prize, sorry
Please.
to them.
Exactly.
One thing that genuinely hurts me is when I see certain quotes, he loves me for who I am. My G,
Who are you?
And there's this stupid quote that is like,
on.
skinny men want something and people go for meat.
Come
Please.
on.
Nobody's broom. Nobody's stick. Nobody is this. Nobody's that.
I get so aggravated when I see all these
Yes.
memes, all these quotes.
And
It
then
pisses me
that's
off.
that narrative of people dating you for they're doing you a favor.
No.
They want to be with you because they like you.
Yeah.
I saw one. I don't know
Nobody's
where
doing you
I
a favor
saw
by
the
dating you.
post. I was just fighting with every plus size woman under that post because no,
And they're
it's not
accepting
doing-
it because
You're
that's enough for
accepting.
them.
He accepts me the way I am. I will slap you. Are you not accepting him with his BS?
Exactly.
Don't do that. I'm sorry. I give tough love. I'm not a sweet woman. I give tough love. You can't. They're not the
Setting
prize.
you the way
You
are.
are the prize.
The
You are
man
an
you are with, is it the
amazing
kind of man you
woman.
actually want to be with?
You're
You are both accepting
settling.
each other.
You are
Exactly.
settling because you're
We're
scared
accepting each other.
that another man wouldn't take you because of your
Exactly.
size.
The man you are
Oh
with,
my God,
think
you're
about
going
it
to drag
again.
us.
It's because we are accepting
Because
each
they
other.
pain me. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, just love yourself for who you are, and in the process of that, don't settle. Stick
Don't settle
to
for
a
less,
standard that makes you happy. Don't say because of your body you have to settle for less. Stick to a standard of a man that's genuinely going to make you happy.
Or your partner.
And
Yeah.
that's going to be your partner who's going to love you for who you are. And don't date men that you see. And see, this is very, I don't know, don't take this advice if you want to, but from experience.
You're talking to
don't
me.
Don't date men that always follow skinny women.
Exactly.
Don't do it. I'm sorry. That's the only bit of this advice I want to give you because at the end of
Exactly.
the day,
How will you be dating-
they will just knock you in private and they will not. Don't do it.
And dating
That's-
someone that is telling you to lose weight, my sister.
Don't do it.
I don't understand why
He
you're
saw
dating
you as a
someone
fat girl.
That's always
Seems like there's a
reminding
lot of
you.
baggage.
Don't
There
do
is.
it.
There's
That's
always
all
reminding
in
you
the
of
date- in the dating space.
you need to lose weight. He saw that you were fat before you come. So don't lose weight from him. And please, fat people eat. And you go to restaurant and you be ordering eat. Like eat because you can die
Eat
tomorrow.
pasta.
Eat anything you want to eat. Thank you.
Be a Lagos babe.
So, Mona Lisa and Teefah, it has been honestly such a roller coaster having you guys here. My own advice is in a world where, I hate to sound so poetic, but in a world where, society tells us, most especially women, be like this. What matters is being yourself.
Period.
Looking yourself,
Period.
knowing that you're living for yourself, because at the end of the day we're all going to die. That's the takeaway. And you want to die knowing that you lived for yourself,
Yes.
looked the way you wanted to look, especially looking the way you want to look. There's body image plays such a huge role in our confidence. If you don't feel confident, even with your outfits, there's sometimes you wear certain outfits, you're just like, you just stay in the shadows because you don't like what you're wearing.
True.
So body image plays such a huge role in how we feel about ourselves.
I agree.
So to all the plus size bodies there, even the women that fit the conventional beauty standard but still don't feel good about themselves, and the men as well, the skinny men, the fat men, because fat men need some love too.
Yeah, fat guys, yes. We love you.
yourself. Love you. Look in
Yeah.
the mirror
Yeah.
and tell yourself, I am
Yeah,
worthy
for sure.
and I look good. Even if you don't believe it, tell yourself constantly, I look good. If you
I'm
don't
this-
feel
I'm
good, I'm
that
going to try to feel good. And I'm going to get to the point where nothing else matters except my perception of myself. So
Weird.
I wish everybody well, every recovering eating disorder addict, everybody struggling with their body image, anybody struggling with body dysmorphia. Your body is beautiful and you are valid, and the way you look is valid. Because if this was the vessel you came as, it just meant this is who you're meant to be. You're in the place where you're meant to be now. You look how you're supposed to be now.
True.
And if you're meant to look any different, you're going to get there eventually,
Yes.
because everything is a matter of timing.
Time.
So I wish everybody well. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much
I
as
did.
Oh, we did.
I
I
did.
definitely did.
I
I
did.
did. I had a lot of
And
fun.
cheers to body positivity and believing in yourself.
Cheers to that. I'll drink to that one.
We're going to
I'm
drink to
drinking
that
it.
before
I
we
will
play
drink
a
to that.
little game of...
There's nothing in my cup, but I'm going to be there drinking.
I'll pour some for you.
Thank you.
So, Teefah, we had spoken about, the dating sphere and how it is with plus size women. But me, us, we're seeing you have an engagement ring.
Yes.
How
If
did
it
we
is,
get there?
because well, mine is fake-ish. It's not really fake, but it's there, Ish.
So how did we get there?
How did we get there? And how did that make you feel? Most importantly,
I think it came from a place of set my standards of what I want. And I've always been that way in every relationship, setting a standard as to what I want. And even when I didn't feel like that shit, I've always made my man feel like, yo, you are with that shit.
Yeah.
So you cannot mess around with me. You can't play with me, So if you do not want this, you walk away. If you want this, you deal with this.
and do what
You have to do what you have to do. You flatten this and you do what you have to do. And so, finding a man who stepped up and God makes me feel like the hottest thing to ever live. See, I cannot walk by and my partner doesn't.
When?
I think it doesn't. Every minute he has to tell me that, guy, you're so hot. He doesn't have to tell me. It's Bona tells me every time. Come on, so. There's no way I'm with that person, and I do not feel like the hottest thing to ever, walk there.
Somebody's son go find us one day.
Let me just say for you guys. I mean, there's that. Period. Which is why I'm always telling plus size women, you are the prize. I promise you.
You are the prize,
You are the
man.
prize. I mean,
Yes.
if not for anything, just take a cue from me. I promise you are the prize. The person who's going to love
Bling,
you
bling, bling.
would
Bitches
love
man.
them.
Zoom
Would
into
love
the ring.
you for who you are, and just
Raise
the
up
person,
the
the person
purple
go, the
cup, we want
person go
to see
there
it.
for you. Period. Just
But Teefah, you
just-
did not
just-
show any video.
Don't mind that.
and it's because,
Anything.
like I said, when you walked out for a bit, it's because I love our bubble. It's a very sweet, private, comfortable, beautiful.
Yeah, I was going there. What about
It's
what
a-
if about online dating and showing off your PDA?
It's not for me. I love the people that it's for, but it's not for me. My bubble in that. I'm happiest in my bubble.
I like a man off Instagram and Twitter and everything.
I love exactly, and I do not like a man that is
Just
very
walk.
is very
Into-
it's social. It's not for
yeah.
me.
Imagine
I
your
love
man
my
being a
200, my
Twitter
200
vibes.
followers,
Yeah.
200 follower man.
Imagine your man being a Kusman. I'm so sorry. Or
Eh.
I know fit.
Oh, Shola.
I know fit. So that my small private bubble is very beautiful, and I do not want that. Not necessarily I don't want that extra attention.
And I
on
just
it.
want
It's
to tell
very
plus size
beautiful.
women that it's okay. You don't have anything to prove to anybody that you're dating anybody. I feel like they want to really be in that situation and pose this person. I used to be like that because I feel like people are saying womanizer is like a figure, like people look up to plus size. She needs to have a man.
Enjoy your happiness.
No.
I'm enjoying. I'm
Yes,
basking in
I love
enjoying.
men.
And also find joy in
But
being by yourself.
Find joy in
But-
being by yourself.
exactly.
That's first. Because if you cannot
Love-
be happy alone,
Yes,
you cannot be happy with someone
with somebody else. Yes.
Period.
So that's
So, shall we get to never have I ever?
Gosh. Wow.
Let's do it.
Let me borrow you my ring. So just farms like us two.
Oh,
Oh, that's true. 'cause it's just
Fuck
like-
you.
It's just like. It's just
Will you
like,
marry her? Yes.
Of
I'm
course,
already
I'm
married
a
to
baddie.
Angel
She's a
now.
baddie.
Period. I
Okay.
love it.
Sorry, bling bling.
Ah,
As if for Teefah.
yeah.
Have you been doing Snapchat like somebody's son has found me?
Well,
Hey,
Tifa is
thing.
just see if I notice Tifa, I will not know. So she's actually everybody think Tifa is enjoying her life. Look at babes. No, look at her skin.
you too. See your skin.
I know, but I'm
You
jealous.
know they whine me. You still they
Because
whine
somebody
me.
with this fine, like everything.
I just want to say that no, Liam, I'm just like the finest man. He's such a cutie. So plus size women, you can have very beautiful, hot looking
Oh,
tanks.
Jesus.
I will show him off on one of these days. Like I see that. We'll find that.
choke.
It choke.
Oh, where did you meet this man?
Exactly. Let's know where to go.
Let's
'Cause
not,
I'm looking
not
at
totally
places to go.
condemn
Was
the
it at a
streets of
hotel?
social media.
Was it
Social
The
media?
streets of social media, they walk. Oh, don't completely.
Social
Don't
media.
look down at
As a
that
public
200
figure.
follower. Don't look down at that 200 follower guy.
Now they look down.
Or that, I promise you. Don't look down at that 200
See why-
follower guy. That 100 follower
Lisa
guy.
was like, wait a sec.
I promise you, that locked account with 200 followers. 100 followers.
I will go
No,
and
I
be
like
looking for
looking
people
men
with
though.
100
Now,
and
when my
200
love David,
followers.
that.
Oh.
Well, you still have to be careful, Sha. I don't know which one is the class.
I promise you, some people are
Exactly.
mad. Some people get
because
crazy
what
for
I've
head.
been doing is let me know the people that are not up to, and it did not end well. So you are just lucky.
The people that
I was
are
lucky
up
to have you too.
Let's not even get into that. The people that are up to.
Like quite crazy, isn't it?
But
you know, there's some.
if you
very
see the way
wealthy
I
guys
avoid,
in
if you see the way I
low-key
avoid,
socials.
Okay, those are the guys I want. But
Go
I
and
don't
look
know
for
how
those
to-
wealthy
I don't
ones.
know how to
on
find
low-key
them.
socials.
I don't know how
Because if you see
to
the way
find
I
them,
avoid
me.
musicians.
No, never ever.
Never.
Never ever.
I can't.
Musician, no.
Never.
See,
Public figures?
No.
Never.
if they tell me
No.
30 billion for your account,
I don't
no.
Don't.
Bounce.
I know. I
just want a regular guy that's
I'm
not a
sorry, but
media
I can.
guy.
Can I just
Just
say
want
that
a
I'm not
regular
gonna
guy.
lie. I can fuck around with these guys on a low.
I cannot. Well, how do you
On
want
a
to know
very
it?
low.
How do you want to be?
On the
How do you want to
lowest
do on
low.
the
You cannot
low
be with them
thing?
on a low. No, it's
How
not
do you want to
possible.
do on the low
You
team?
can't- it's not
When
possible.
they will tell your guys, that will tell their guys, that will tell their guys, that will tell their
Exactly. That's why you
guys.
cannot.
Before you know it now,
You're
You
our-
casted.
know,
ah,
you're already don't cast. Your matter
and
don't
because of
cast.
that one experience now, they say you're casted home. Meanwhile, that's your baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you. True
Immediately, you
facts.
know, anybody in the industry is a red flag
It's,
for me.
any
Get out.
guy that wants to like
Even worse, if you're not a musician, you're not saying Angelina, Angel, nothing.
Angelina, you wanna marry her? Please, that is never
they
ever.
can marry.
Angel was never here. We're gonna play a little game. Let me
Okay.
you guys your boxes.
Ooh.
So this is Mona Lisa's box.
Thank you. I love this. I love this your picture. No, I have
Yeah,
this
I think it's a
song.
very hot
I love
picture.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
babe.
this is Teefah's box.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God, I love it.
There's a
Thank
heating
you.
pad. There's no safe books. I love to
Thank
journal,
you
so
so
like I put a small
Yeah, I
journal
love
for
it.
me.
Thank you.
Do you want us to read it?
Yeah, of course. If you guys want to read your notes.
I'm going to read it.
Oh, this is so
Especially
cute.
from
Thank you.
Asia.
And there's a heating pad up.
There's a heating pad.
Thank you.
God.
That is
welcome.
so cute. Thank you. I love it. I love it.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
So
Angel.
who's going first with
Okay.
your reading?
Yeah,
Okay,
so hi
Angel,
Mona
like-
Lisa, I appreciate you for coming on my podcast. You're a beautiful woman, and I love that even if the word tried to like convince you otherwise, you're courageous enough to be defiant and authentic, of blood, house, and water. Angel,
That's so cute. So,
I'm going to owe this
hi,
for the rest
Tifa.
of my life.
I love that
So
it's a
every day you get something
personalized
from
note,
Angel.
by the way. That's a lot of
I love
effort. Well done to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for coming to my podcast. You're a gorgeous woman. I admire your strength and your confidence. We need more women like you who are able to thrive on a society like this without fear. You're wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. This
You're
is really
welcome.
cute. This is very, very
love it.
cute. Thank you.
I appreciate
Well
you all
done.
for coming on this
Thank you.
podcast.
Well done.
And to round it up, we're gonna play a little game.
Let
Yes,
go.
I was waiting for the game. Yeah,
I love games. Let's go.
Me too.
Let's
We're
have it.
drinking.
even better.
If you feel the game,
That's
so
I'm
basically,
going to
maybe we should switch it up a little. So, never have I ever.
okay.
So as we know how the games go,
okay.
if you have, you drink. If you haven't, you don't drink.
Okay.
A little shake the cup silently.
Okay.
Because I need to go very big.
A
Okay.
little nail.
Bring it out.
Don't lie, yo.
A little nail. in the cup. Where are your nails?
I took them
Yes.
off.
Anyways, you're married. You can still use your ring
Wow. I'm not well.
Ah! You want
to
to?
do it. We have to cut that.
We have to cut
We
that out.
we either cut
But-
it or we add it.
But it's actually nice. Though.
Yeah, it's
It's nice. It's natural.
We're about to do never have I ever.
Okay,
Yeah.
let go.
No,
Lego,
we're just-
Lego,
No,
Lego,
we're
Lego,
just
Lego,
in-
Lego, Lego, Lego.
Never
Okay.
have I ever. Are you guys ready? Never have I ever moved to the friend of the guy that was moving to me.
Ah,
So it's the friend that you like,
Not the guy.
not the guy. Mona Lisa.
I'm trying to think.
Don't think in this Lagos.
I'm just going to silently drink to that.
No, I've not. No.
You haven't?
What part of Lagos are you living?
Chevron now. Like,
And you have never,
because I don't really even go out or roll like that.
never
Never.
have I ever had a threesome. Excite us.
Wait.
As a polyamorous woman.
Let me.
No,
Let's-
no,
wait,
have you had a
let's just-
threesome?
Let's,
It does not
let's
depend
expand
though.
shit.
on
Man and
gender.
man.
Okay.
Man and girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Threesome.
No.
Girl and girl.
Let's expand shit on that.
Don't expatiate. What's there to expatiate?
Okay,
on the
sex-
He said doesn't matter. Gender is not. It's not. Yeah.
not gender inclusive,
Yeah.
pansexual or trans,
Anything
all
to-
of them.
Wait. As in the ad sex, like and fully full
No,
sex.
you say you three of you in the
Or
same
make
space.
out,
Self make
sex.
out is still a threesome. Sure, hope you know
No,
that.
baking out doesn't count. Now.
Hope you know that. No, it
counts.
counts.
I'm
It's a
sorry,
threesome.
Mo, don't lie.
Oh
making
yeah,
out?
yes.
Ah.
Kya kya.
Oh, go.
Okay. Never have I ever
Now, wow, Angel just wants to get me drunk, but God is in
Gone.
control.
to red room.
Oh,
What's
Oh.
the bedroom?
oh,
I know you have gone, Teefah.
me?
Yes,
People should tell me what is red room.
it's at this club. The room is red.
Really?
To go and see
In
what's happening
Lagos?
there, or not to participate in
No,
what's
even if you have
happening
gone.
there.
Wait, in Lagos.
To go
Any
and
room that is
see.
red, that is a club.
To go and see what's happening there, because I'm very, very curious.
I don't even club, so.
Should in case my mommy watches this, I'm curious.
Never have
I've not done it, but I want to.
Fake drunk texted someone.
Oh, she wants to
Regular
give me the entire
customer.
cup. I had to pretend I was drunk because I had to spill some truth.
Yeah.
So I had to pretend like I was drunk. I'm like, oh my God, I was so drunk when I said that. Nah, lie.
I wanted to
wasn't
see.
drunk.
Never have I ever. I've run out of thoughts. Okay. What happens in Lagos? Never have I ever.
Yeah, I'm just
Family,
with
friends, or
it.
crazy things. Just look here. It's Lagos.
Never
now.
have I ever. I was going to say have I God. I beg.
Oduduwa, please.
As in-
Relax.
Or should we switch it?
Never have I ever gone for a house party.
Do you have more for me to drink? Because I
Let's
didn't
just let's switch it. Let's go
You know,
dark.
the last one is going to be
Let's go
a
dark.
bomb.
Okay, I wanted to ask one, but you have.
Oh, ask.
Okay, never have you ever stole from a store, like you just enter a supermarket and you just steal something and you run away? It can be in Nigeria or anywhere in the world.
So never have you ever shoplifted?
Shoplifter, yes.
Drink now.
Yes, I've done it for you. And it was actually German
One
sausage.
time I was there to
I was
do
in
it.
South
I thought I
Africa.
was going to do it.
Yeah,
but
my
I
friend
didn't
made
have
me
the
do
mind.
it.
No.
I didn't
I
have
was
the
in South
mind to do
Africa.
it.
So I just saw this German sausage and looking so nice. So he said,
No wonder
"Let's
she
eat."
asked.
So we just eat, like, before we know it, we just run away with no pay. I'm sorry.
That seems like life.
Like, we're being crazy.
But that's
we have
life.
money.
I love it though.
We have money, but we wanted to do crazy shit. And I did it with my friends in South
You
Africa.
know, that's it.
I had
Love
love
a
it.
teenager.
Yeah, around, like, no, it's not a teenager. Like, I was
Early
22,
20s.
yeah,
Yeah,
early 20s.
fair enough.
Fair
That
enough.
I
makes
just
Come
wanted to do
on.
it, like, to feel
Leave
like
a
I'm a
little.
bad girl.
This podcast does not supposed to.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, but
But leave
I
a
get
little.
you.
I will.
Yeah. Even if it's pimp up.
I said,
Okay. So last but not the least, never have I ever met two of my partners in the same place at the same time.
It's Lagos now. I'm living in.
No.
I live in Lagos.
Ow.
I go clubbing every weekend. Come on,
What
what?
do you mean by how? But
Same
that
place.
drink from that club.
no, I've
I
not.
said club.
In Lagos, you've
No, that
never.
club.
No.
You've
You've
never met your partners
never
at
in
the same time.
Lagos.
Two.
Like, I've dated
Even
before.
four.
No, I've not. Oh.
Are you
Bruh,
monogamous?
I've been sneaking around the
Yeah.
clubs
So
to
like,
avoid
yes,
men.
she's
Them
monogamous.
what?
Oh my god, I've had my side thing on the same table.
I've said hi. What?
I've
What-
never
what
said
did
hi.
you do?
oh.
I'm
No, I said
curious.
hi.
I'm
Well,
curious.
me,
What did you do?
that was like that
No,
was like
I said hi because, I
2020.
mean-
You know, there was this club that had just opened. I'm not going to mention the club, no free
Yeah.
publicity. But you know, my main thing
Took you out.
no, he said, you know, come and meet me at this place. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm brunching. Like enter and I'm like, oh my god, it's going to be so fucking cool. And then I looked, and he's like, "Oh, just tell them my name. They'll show it to your table." And obviously, the girl is like, "Yeah, this is table." And
They were on the same table.
I see my side thing and my main thing on the same table.
Jesus Christ.
Fella, right now. Right now, what?
Wait, they knew?
But that's
or
very
it was
similar
just-
to
No,
mine.
they did
These
not
guys,
know.
They were on the same.
I don't think they knew.
That's
Because they
very
were not
similar.
close on that level,
Wow.
but
But
maybe
they were in the
close
same,
enough
like,
to be friends.
Like or friends of friends. That's kind of
So
like what
I
happened
just
to me. It
turned
was like
my
friend,
I just go.
friend of a friend of a friend.
No, good.
no. I
What?
said hi.
I just
I just said hi. What's up?
Because my main thing,
because we're sneaky
my main
links.
thing at the time, my main thing,
Jagaban.
crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
okay.
You want to
Fair-
see where?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Once I just said, okay, cool.
Fair enough.
Why
I
did
mean,
you
I
come?
said-
Sorry,
said
I
hi
had to be with my friend and all that.
No, I said hi to him. I'm like, oh hi. And but we
With
knew
your
that-
side thing
we-
on table.
No, the side thing
We
was
don't support
what I
cheating.
said side. But the thing is that it was when we were sneaking around, so did not bond you well to act like you know me too much. It was
Yeah.
a sneaky link, like.
Yeah,
Yours
so
is better. Okay,
Behave
to be fair,
yourself.
me and mine were not really dating, Sha.
And to be fair, I
But
wasn't even
we're-
dating anyone
We're
per
kind
se.
of
Yeah.
dating.
That's
You
why the
get-
person I went to meet was a prospect.
Yeah.
So don't say hi to me. too
Mine, we
much.
were let's just say that we were dating without him actually asking, me even voicing.
Oh, okay, fair
you know.
enough.
So I won't say I cheated, but
because
yeah,
it's not a thing then.
but he was a weary.
Okay.
So if I'd even gone there,
Yeah, so this last question, will you fuck a guy that just come to be honest with you that, oh, Angel, I don't want to date you, I just want to be fucking you?
Oh, yes,
100%.
100%.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I feel like
It
women
makes
don't...
life easier.
Women don't want to...
A lot of women don't like that because they think they're cheap. But for me, it's just like, please, let's get straight to the
It makes
point.
my
Exactly.
life easier.
You know, because I said that. Like I was telling my best friend today.
You got an itch, I got an itch.
It's not even an itch thing, no. It's more like a companionship itch.
Yeah.
But you don't really want
Got
a
an itch,
companion.
I got an itch.
Because for me,
Listen.
what I want is we go on dates, we go to the club together, we kiss, you pour your drink in my mouth. You're dark skinned, you're tall. You text me constantly, but I don't want to date you.
I hate women like Angel.
I don't hate you, but I want something like that.
She wants the commitment without the
I
commitment.
want
Yes.
But
Wow.
don't
Without
if
not
you
being
ever
committed, yeah.
claim me in person, Whoa.
In the dustbin. Hello? In the trash. In the dustbin.
Hello?
She wants the
Women are
commitment
crazy.
without the commitment.
Yes, it's not even
Yeah.
commit because the thing is, you can also sleep with other women. Just use a condom and tell me, like, so me, I excuse you, and close
Fair
the
enough.
door.
I
For
think,
now,
I think it's a very good one.
that is fair.
Fair
But
enough.
my friend
Yeah.
was like that. I can't find him in Lagos. Why?
They're scarce.
Yeah, scars.
It's not that they're scarce because they would rather do it under the guise of you are together, but you're not. A lot of men in Lagos are cheating.
A lot.
Like
And
I
my
said-
spec is now Yoruba men. I can't. Yoruba men just have like a certain
Appeal.
sauce.
There's just something about
What they
them.
call it?
There's a demon in them.
No, it's not even a demon. There's a French phrase for it. Je ne sais
Je ne sais
quoi.
quoi, yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful of Yoruba
There's a
men and
parsley.
Akwa Ibom men. And it's just from it.
Hello, don't
It's
don't
sisterly
don't slander my
advice.
Akwa Ibom men.
Akwa Ibom men and Yoruba men, be careful.
To be fair, Akwa Ibom men.
Akwa Ibom men.
Yes.
I've
So-
never been with one. I just know they're stingy.
They're not stingy,
Don't do it.
but they will break your heart, bruh.
1,000,000 times.
So, thank you guys so much for coming. I
I
had so much
love
fun.
this. I had so much
loved
fun
it.
doing this with you, Angel.
Let's do it again.
So, let's do it again, definitely. So, with
Another
me
topic.
here has been Teefah,
Yes.
Mona Lisa,
Her.
our the powerful girls.
Period. Wait, where's Blossom? Where's Blossom?
I feel like I give Buttercup energy.
Okay.
At least I won't give you that one safe small.
It's between both of you on.
Okay.
I think she gives more Blossom, Sha.
Are you sure?
No, you give Blossom.
I think I give more
She gives
Blossom.
more. No, Blossom is the blue one.
Yeah.
No, that's Bourbon.
Oh, sorry,
She
Blossom
definitely
is
gives
the-
Bourbon.
we
She's
get-
the pink one.
Pink one.
You definitely
Yeah, I
give
think
Blossom
I'm more
energy,
more
like the
Blossom
leader.
energy, yeah.
And me, I'm just there being me, and then there's
Sweet,
Okay.
very sweet, Mona
chill.
Lisa.
Because
that
I've been
makes-
to like a lot
that
of
makes
things
sense.
and stages in life, so I'm just at my campsite. I don't
Love it for you, baby.
So
love
we
it.
have Buttercup.
No, that's yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Buttercup.
oh yeah, Buttercup. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we have Blossom, Bubble.
Oh, yeah, bubble.
And we have been
Definitely Bubble.
we've been on this great
Yes.
episode of
Yeah.
Blood Bones and Water. See y'all next time.